Hello and welcome back to Stranded, Water Valley, Episode 2. The contestants had a rough night of heavy rain and rough winds, and now we join them in their first tribunal of the day.
Burnstick, how are we doing this morning?
Excellent.
Great.
Yeah, you guys look a little chipper out there. Yeah, Domingo, how was the night?
Great.
Yeah.
Great. After the rice minute situation, or the minute rice, considering, half of us were wet.
Yeah. What's the minute right situation? Steven, explain that to me.
So the minute rice, Domingo is just excited that you can make rice in a minute.
So literally the minute right situation.
Yeah. Normally it's about 20 minutes, and you have to put it high and then simmer it and then take it off uncover it and
We
mix
tried,
it up.
buddy. We tried.
Well, I gotta ask, how was it?
He didn't eat it. He used it for heat. He put it under his jacket and used it for heat.
Promise to eat it at 1 a.m. though.
Lies.
It started already.
Marnie, was it a late night?
It wasn't bad after these guys ate some Spam with some ketchup. It was delightful.
Right.
You could
Yeah,
even cook
luncheon
that
meat.
stuff.
Who had the luncheon meat?
That was me.
Oh, right. You
Yeah.
had the luncheon meat. So did you eat
I
it?
did it. Yeah, I did. I did it for the team. I didn't know what the heck we were getting, but I did it for the team. I was like, we want food. We want to be all nourished and ready to go for today.
So it seems like everybody's sharing, getting along up there.
Yeah.
What would you say that's true, Dwayne?
Absolutely. Right now, it's all about the team and keeping us cohesive and, working together and getting along. We're still in the honeymoon phase, but it's been good.
Brittany, you don't have to name any names, but is everybody contributing up there?
I would say so.
There's nobody that doing a little less, a little more? Everybody's working hard?
No, I think everybody's working hard.
Yeah? Cardell, you agree with that?
Yes, just putting the pressure on him.
Becca, I have a hard time believing that you guys can go through, you lose 2 challenges.
Yeah.
It rained a lot.
Oh yeah.
It was awfully cold.
Yeah.
You know you have the worst sleeping bags.
Yep.
No infighting going on at all up there.
No, actually, surprisingly not.
Yeah.
I mean, we were also we were the only ones that really got food last night. So I think everybody obviously we got some Subway, we got some Spam, some stale chips.
Chip toast, how was the chip toast?
Yeah.
We got a kind bar. I mean, in reality, I think, just the hunger aspect.
Yeah.
That was good, so.
Yeah. And we had a surprise this morning. Juicy fruit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, right.
That was
It
really
just keeps on coming,
Keeps on going. Yeah.
Gumming.
Obviously, the game is going on and people are playing the game. Serena, are people separating a little bit at camp? Are you seeing people wandering off together?
A couple times, yes. But
Would you like to say who?
mostly it's just for wood and stuff. Like we just take turns going together and getting wood, and everybody kind of takes their turns and they all go together. Like we all kind of just take turns going together. We all kind of share that as a team.
Domingo, do you think there's a lot more gameplay going on than people are letting?
Sure. It's just like what Serena said, we come in groups, in mini groups, in a group when we do errands, and if conversations are happening during those times, I don't know. But it seems to me that there's some really good players in this team.
Marnie, I'm going to ask you, are you concerned when you see people going off without you? Is it discussed? What are they talking about?
Not really, but I'm pretty sure those discussions are probably happening.
Cardell, have you seen more people talking to each other? Specific groups are always going off together to get water, always going off to get wood.
No,
Has
they're
it been-
pretty changed up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys seem like you are one unit. You guys seem like you're working well together. I have a hard time believing that there isn't a little more game talk going on than you're letting on. But the good news is, I'm about to find out what that is. So we'll now go vote. Marnie, you're up. anyone has a hidden immunity item, now would be the time to play it.
Keep these.
No, you're safe. Sorry, so you're good.
You're just good.
You're good.
Souvenir.
Now read the votes. First vote. Serena.
Sorry, Serena, but you gotta go.
Next vote. Serena.
Unfortunately, Summer's gonna be first, and it's gonna be you this time.
Next vote. Becca. 2 votes Serena, 1 vote Becca.
I really didn't know who to vote for because I love my team so much. I love you guys all. It was so hard to pick one. But I'm sorry, Becca. You are one of the threats. You did actually make a suggestion yesterday that you did want to, that you were wanting to be voted out almost first so that you could have beer. So girl, enjoy that beer for us. I love you, girl. I'm sorry, but I love you.
Next vote. Serena.
You're a super incredibly lovely girl. You have a lot of pep in your step. Enjoy beer on the outside.
Next vote. Serena.
Not my first choice, but I gotta go with the numbers. Sorry, Serena.
Next vote. And first person sent to the hole. Serena. Serena, please bring me your torch. You can leave your bag there for now, Serena. You see, Serena, they might want you out of the gang, but I may not be ready to send you out of this prison. So if you choose, you can continue to live with your tribe in their society. You will not compete in any challenges, and at tribal you will be in the hole, but you'll remain living with them. And at some point in time, you will get a chance to win your freedom back into this game. I'll let you go to the voting booth and decide, but for now your torch is out. Head to the voting booth. The rest of you can head back to camp. You may or may not see Serena in a bit. See you soon.
So I had a kind of funny feeling that they were scheming against me because they were kind of trying to, I kind of tried to help wherever I could. I kind of tried to get in and do every little bit here and there. So I did see them kind of pushing me away, and I did see a couple of them kind of going off into the thing, and I kept trying to, you know, talk to them and say, hey, you know, guys, like, what's going on, you know, like, what's happening, like, who are we voting out? What do we need to do? And I kind of had that feeling that they were going to vote me out first. Just the way how they were kind of scheming against me is the fact that they wouldn't tell me what was happening. I almost want to think I want to like surprise them and go back into the game and just be like, guys, listen. It's like kind of just, I'm a strong competitor. I may not, you know, I may be a glamper. I may be very like, but you know what? I'm a strong competitor and I'm here to win. Like, I am here to win this. And if I have to, I will vote every single one of my tribe out, especially after today. I didn't want to vote anybody out, but I had a funny feeling that they were going to do that. But I had to pick something.
With Serena now voted out, both teams are called back for their next immunity challenge.
I'll take that from you, Ian. You guys have another immunity challenge. Immunity, once again, is up for grabs. 1954. It's an interesting year. Marquette State Prison had an extremely good hockey team. They challenged the Detroit Red Wings, and the Detroit Red Wings actually accepted. They played a game at Marquette State Prison where the Detroit Red Wings, after the first period, were up 18-0. They didn't keep score the second and the third period. But it showed that in prison, one of the games that was still played, no matter rink or not, was hockey. And when there's no ice, they played in the yard. And in the yard, there's a field. So field hockey was played and is played quite frequently. That is what you guys will be competing in today. A game of field hockey, ball's a little different, but what you'll do is you'll have a 15-minute game. 5-on-5. Burn Stick only has 2 subs, you guys have 3. Every 3 minutes, the entire who's out will rotate out, and everybody goes back in. You can't sit out more than once, and you can't be out there more than twice in a row. You keep rotating every 3 minutes. Whoever's winning after 15 minutes wins immunity. If we're tied, we go to shootout. If we're tied after that, I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to discuss how you want to play, who you want to start with,
Okay.
and we'll get going.
Awesome.
All right?
Thank you. All right.
Okay, ready, set, go! Steven down! Oh, Steven down! Use your back end. If somebody's on the ground, do not swing your stick. Go. Holy that pass by Jay. Everyone's looking for him. Still there. There it is. No goal! No goal! No goal! Oh, what a save! Keep that down, man. Switch up! Switch up! Switch up! Good. Continue. Cardell continues aggressive play. Go back! Good job. Tasha, very good defense. Go back up. You're working hard. Nice work, Barney. Marty working for it. Good work going on there. Jamie got it. Gary, the big out. Nice. Go, Cardell. Cardell and Becca with a fast break. Oh, Becca's up ready. Nice move by Cornell there. Nice work, Cornell. Come on, Cornell. Woo. Still going. Oh. Come on, Reno. You got this. You got this. Hey, Cardell. Come on, Brittany. Solid. You got it. Nice work, Cardell continues her aggressive, fantastic play. Go, Natasha. Get her, get her, get her. Oh, Jamie's battling for it. Oh, good work, Marty. Nice. There it is. It's up there. Okay, that. Eagles got it. Nice chest bump. Hold it. Nice. Keep going. We got a break. We got a fast break. A little time at the net. Six down.
Keep it down there. Yeah, get it.
Last. Next time. Oh. Okay. We got a breakaway. No, save. Cardell with a big save. Tried to go 5-hole. Bingo's up there. Go offside. Nothing wrong. Got a chance here.
Shoot it.
Goal! Bernston. Okay, set it back up. 1-0 Bernston. Hey, go. Now you're good. Watch the stick, guys.
Out of there. Nice work, Steven.
Oh, careful.
Nice work.
Okay, it's still in.
Good job, Rock. Get that, get that, get that.
Careful.
sticks down, guys. It's only a second. Can't play the last one. Nothing. Keep working, guys. Fallen Timber's got some good pressure. Nice pass. Oh, handle. Penalty shot. Not FTT. No, you go right. Okay. Bury it. All right, guys. Excellent job. I don't know if we're ready for the Detroit Red Wings yet, but Cardell, well, where are you? Where are you? That I will give you the MVP award for that game. That was you might be ready for the Detroit Red Wings. I would hate to play against you. Big save by Domingo. It was a nice shot, Shane, but it was a big save at the end. Yeah. But in the end, all that matters is that final score and having this. So congratulations, Cardell. You can grab that. There you go. Congratulations. I will not be seeing you guys at Tribal Council. Fallen Timber, I didn't get to talk to you this morning, but I'm going to get to talk to you really soon. You guys got a lot to think about. This day is just getting started. It's going to get wet, but it's going to get fun. I'll see you all soon. Head back to camp.
Thank you. We need our sign.
With Burnstick securing that immunity win, we head back to their camp to check in.
Cheers.
Cheers. BS.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Ooh, take a sip. Eye to eye. Sex, bad luck.
Good. You want me to go with you?
No, I'm good. Just gonna wander nice and slow and relax and enjoy the sights while it's not raining out.
Okay. We'll talk shit while you're gone.
Yeah, you can talk all about me and Harvey.
And map out, because I want to see where this #1 place is.
I don't know.
All right, so after the immunity challenge we lost and then moving to the tribal and we had to send somebody home, then after that there's another immunity challenge, and collectively as a group we anonymously vote a member of our team, and that really made the team stronger, and it showed with the immunity idol. So we won it for the first time. Go team go. And when we came back to the camp, I think everyone's kind of grouping together, and there was a twist with the last eliminated individual to come back to the game. So when she did decide to come back, everyone's kind of like pooling around, and I think what's happening right now is people are throwing names at people. So Brittany said that he wants to join out, and now we know that Marnie has immunity idol, so we want to flush that out, but I don't know how that's going to look like. We have to just blindside her because she has ears and everything. She's pretty good. Everyone's playing here, but I think what's going to happen tonight, and I don't know, is what a good thing that will happen tonight is hopefully we can flush out this idol with Marnie. And right now I'm working with Dwayne because I told him that Brittany mentioned his name for the first elimination. Hopefully Becca, because Dwayne and Becca are together, we can blindside Marnie because they're all together.
and Stephen. It's my biggest alliance right now.
Well, there's a lot going on this morning. We did vote off Serena today, which we felt was the weakest one. We felt our challenges weren't going very well with her, so she was gone. The other team, they won the last two, so today was like no questions asked, we were going to win. So we really gave it our all. We won the immunity. But now we're sitting at Marnie. I think she had the first immunity, and now she has an idol, we think. So the plan right now is to either expose the idol or get her gone. Probably because it'll just be another more cohesive group, plus she's really good at the game side. So right now we have kind of a double plan, I guess, going on. We're all, going after Brittany, but actually it's Marnie. We just need 2 more key players to get that done. And you might see some fights starting here soon, just to make it a little more authentic. So it could be really exciting. Yeah. My biggest allies in this group right now are definitely Rebecca and Brittany. Steven's really good to have. He's kind of a yes man, which is a great thing. Don't get me wrong, he's sweet. But we definitely need one of those for sure. But Marnie is the biggest threat. And Dwayne's great. And he's really close with Becca, because they're both kind of super outdoorsy. So we're good. It's Marnie, we're getting out of here, hopefully.
Our last challenge was awesome. I got to give credit to Stephen and Cardell. Man, they played hard to be able to bring us immunity home, which is fantastic. We feel a little safer right now. As far as the alliances go, it's interesting, but the game is definitely starting, and we obviously have to think of, kind of who our next weakest link is, but also think of those alliances that are forming. And there's probably a group of 4 of us right now that are kind of partnering together, but we need to break up one more alliance. So that's kind of our game plan right now, and trying to pull one over. But I think long range, we have a good plan going forward. So right now I'm alliancing with Stephen, Becca, and Dwayne, and I think the 4 of us will probably take it all the way to the top or as far as we can go, but we have to start picking people off as we go. So that's kind of our game plan, and we have to tell 2 different stories to do 2 different sides, but I don't know. Nobody wants to be voted out, but reality is we're all going to go. So it's just a matter of who goes first.
I think honestly the first night was a little bit tough. Happy Serena's out, but obviously it's going to be interesting surviving with her. And then kind of going forward from there, Marnie's been kind of keeping it close to the chest. Everybody else has been kind of working together. I think Marnie and Domingo are probably the first ones to go, depending on how that shakes out. And we're going to try and get Marnie out first, just because it sounds like she's got an immunity idol. And then start slowly shaking people off, but more so shake the people off that aren't bringing a whole lot to the camp, and keep the people that are actually useful to everything else.
Now, let's check in on Fallen Timber, as they soon must decide which one of their tribe members will be the next one sent to the hole.
But those 2 didn't talk to anyone for till, and I think Trevor, it's because he has the immunity idol, so he thinks he's just free floating.
Do you think Jamie has something hidden? Because if they throw their votes at me, I'm out.
So. She's been talking to me a little bit, and she hasn't said anything. She's been asking who's got what. Really hard.
Should we all branch before tribal? If we have the numbers, it doesn't matter. They can't flip on us.
Yeah.
We can go branch, see if we can find something, and bring it back as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and just wait for the whistle.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we'll
split off a little bit.
Yeah, fan out.
Jamie out.
We're just all going Jamie?
6 of us going Jamie.
Okay. Well, we can't even go Trevor, can we?
Yeah, we're going to screw us up with Trevor, though, because we just told Trevor we're going to vote for you. So should maybe one of us vote for you, so it's 5-3, so he doesn't be like...
I mean, I don't care. If I trust you guys. If she has an immunity, I'm gone anyway, because they're going to throw my name out. Yeah. So one more vote doesn't matter. I do think the 6 of us are solid. Yeah. So as long as no one's getting
is I think a swap's pretty imminent, and so if we isolate Trevor, I think he could easily flip on us.
Yeah,
totally.
For sure.
Yeah, so I think
that's why one of us
who votes for you.
Sure.
I put your name down. I didn't like to start with, so
I volunteer. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Just one of our strongest players out first.
No, for sure not. No.
So yeah, we'll go with Natasha.
Yep.
And then we'll kind of.
And if they don't want to follow into suit and go along, then they can vote whoever they want.
Yeah.
We have the votes, so we stick to it. So
All right.
Boys on this. Here, let me grab this one.
Thanks, you're so nice.
Super falling on your breast.
Kind of what we're seeing now is there's definitely a group of 5 and 6 of us that are aligned and just trying to really solidify that and getting some people out. So there's some people who've been talking a lot and searching for immunity idols. So we're kind of keeping those people, but they have immunity now. So we want to make sure that they feel safe as we can, and then we'll get them out at the next one if we ever go. Yeah, just there's a lot more gameplay than some people are letting on, so it's really exciting. Should be a good one.
Camp life's been really, really good. We have an amazing shelter. The fire's been good, and we've been able to conserve our wood, dry some stuff out, get our feet a little bit warm. None of us got wet last night. The sleeping bags were really incredible. The life in camp has been really nice. Everybody's been very friendly. Everybody is just really keeping on there's not a weak link in our team. We are actually, we all getting along really, really well, and nobody's standing out. Having said that, a couple people have thrown Shane's name around, and I am in a alliance with Shane. And so I'm trying to keep the target off his back. Natasha's the other one. Some of them want to get the tough player out, somebody that they don't want to meet at the merge, and I'd like to get somebody who's more of a weaker link.
With the contestants still being at a disadvantage with the weather, they are now summoned for their tribal council.
Fallen Timber, first tribal council. Now the smoke might be on you, but that's probably one of the least of your problems right now, Davey, to worry about. So my first question, before we talk about gameplay, let's talk about last night. So Anna, how was last night? The weather?
The weather, it was a lot of rain.
Yeah.
But we got a really solid tarp situation, so we were all pretty dry last night.
Natasha, was somebody taking the lead and helping build the camp, or?
I think there was a lot of suggestions thrown out. I think everyone kind of did a different piece, collecting wood or getting the tarp set up. So I think overall it was a good collective effort.
Yeah. Shane, was there? It could be miserable conditions. Was everybody getting along? Were people getting a little grumpy? Was there any type of animosity amongst each other?
No, the vibe around camp was great. Everybody was in good spirits and helping each other out all the time. And if one person's upset or uncomfortable, it makes everybody else a little upset or uncomfortable. So everybody worked really good.
Yeah, Jay, you guys won yesterday. You knew you weren't coming to tribal council first thing in the morning. Does that make last night easier, or is the game still on no matter what?
I think we all just started playing the game from the bus for sure. And I think that's one thing our tribe really talked about in maybe comparative to the other tribe. But I think just because we weren't at tribal council or knew we weren't coming this morning didn't mean we just put it on the back burner and let it slide. We still kind of did our things, and yeah.
Can you go a little further with what he was saying about your tribe playing the game a little more than theirs?
Well, not necessarily playing the game. I don't know. We can all night. We can hear them scream, laugh, this and that. And it's not that we don't have a team dynamic. I think we have a really strong team dynamic. We're just not. I think after all of this talking, we're really in it to play. And I think.
And you agree with this, Renita?
Oh, absolutely. Right from the start. I would say even right before we got on the bus, gameplay started. We didn't know which tribes we were on, but certainly conversations started to happen, and
yeah. Trevor, you and Renita, you guys are safe on this one. So you guys we know you're not going anywhere. Does that make your gameplay a little different at the start, or are you not taking anything for granted at this point in time?
No, I don't think you can take anything for granted at this point. I think everybody on the tribe has to contribute as much as they can all the time.
Yeah.
You still have to build those relationships, foster those relationships. I think the best thing we can do at this point is to have a strong team. So immunity or not, you've still got to pull yourself up and you've got to contribute.
Brooke, are there some people playing a little harder than others?
No, I think that everybody's playing pretty equally. Yeah, it was interesting though because we all get along so well, and I think we've got good communication, and
got along really well from the start. So it wasn't until, even though we were all kind of playing the game, it wasn't until we lost this last challenge that it kind of became real. So
yeah, but it's time to find out who the actual name is going to be. It's time to vote. Okay, you're up. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now'd be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jamie.
Played a good game, but you didn't talk to enough people off the start.
Second vote, Jamie.
Jamie, I love you, but anybody but me.
Next vote, Natasha.
It was a really hard choice. I didn't like the other names being thrown around. We were all pretty even at the moment, and there was nobody that stood out, so.
Next vote, Natasha. 2 votes Jamie, 2 votes Natasha.
Okay. I feel like we have a really strong team, and it's nothing personal, but I'm picking Natasha this time.
Next vote, Natasha.
Just playing the game.
Next vote, Jamie.
I'm voting for Jamie. Nothing personal. The one that I wanted has immunity, so we'll see next time.
3 votes Jamie, 3 votes Natasha, 2 votes left. Next vote, Jamie.
It's either you or me, Jamie.
Next vote. The first person voted out of your tribe, Jamie. Please come forward, Jamie. Bring your torch. You leave your bags. Right? Bring your torch because they might want you out of their tribe, but I'm not ready for you to leave my prison. You will be given the opportunity, if you choose, to stay in this game and live in their society with them still. You won't compete in challenges, and at tribal you'll be in the hole. And that will continue until at some point in time you will get a chance to win yourself back into this game. Please head to the voting tent and make your decision, but for now, your tribe is still good. The rest of you, this day is starting to get a little wild. It's going to start to get a little crazy. A few of you definitely have some explaining to do when you get back to camp, so I'll let you get back there and start talking. See you soon.
My goal going into it was to just make it as far as possible, to have a good social game but not overplay my hand, because you see people who overplay so much. I had an alliance going into this, and we did a really good job at keeping apart and not making it appear that there was an alliance. I had conversations with everybody going into this, and everybody told me the same thing, and I backed them up on it. So my understanding was that it was not me. So I was completely blindsided. It doesn't surprise me that they blindsided me. I don't know why this early in the game. I haven't figured it out, but I will figure it out. And I will go back to camp, and like I said, I will make them as uncomfortable as possible.
With Jamie gone, Fallen Timber are called immediately to their next immunity challenge against Burnstick.
All right, guys, immunity, once again, will be up for grabs. I'll take that off your Cardell.
We got it overnight. Why don't we have it overnight?
Well, you have a chance to take it overnight, but you're going to have to win this one first. Lots of steps to this one. This one is going to test how well you guys can work together and how determined you are in order to win this immunity idol. On my go, one by one, you will you'll go up to the bag. In that bag is a big pile of hay. You will pull out and find a card that's got a token on it. Once you find that card, you will place it where the suit is, behind it. You run back, touch the next person. That person will go and get cards. Once you get 7 cards, there are 2 more cards in there. You can choose to go as a team then over to the bag to find the last 2. Once all 9 cards are out, there'll be 3, 3, and 3 based on the suits. There is a lock there. You will use the 3 numbers on the cards that you pull out to solve the lock. Once all 3 locks are undone, it will release a large snake-like object. You will all pick it up, a hand on the snake each, zigzag through the stakes, around the barrel, and go to the end of the hay bales there where you see that white platform. You'll untie the snake. There are puzzle pieces that make up the snake. You'll solve the puzzle. Once you solve the puzzle, you'll win immunity and guarantee you are not the next person sent to the hole. Worth playing for?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, give you a minute to strategize. We'll get started. For immunity. Go! They're in there. Remember, no hay being thrown out. 2 people staying out of the bin at the beginning.
Yeah,
We got one. Bassett's got one. Dwayne's got one. There. I'll penalize him for more hay than that comes out. Looking for him. They're there, you guys. Don't press the button. Jay's got one. Looking for it. I said, if you break the structure, the hay will fall out. It's not going to be easier for you. Be careful. Ryan's got a second. Steven's got one. Steven's searching. Steven's got one. Pretty even right now. It's okay. Careful on throwing a bag. Hannah's got a card. Cardell's back. James got another one. Dead even right now. Last couple ones to get harder. As always, a little slow in thinking. Nope. Becca comes away with one. Oh, Becca's down. Becca's up. Run. Then guys, don't let a lot of hay go. Systematically work this. If it falls out, it's on you.
Good hustle. Let's go.
You got this truck? Together, guys. Brooke's got it now. We're right back to dead even once you get back. They're all going. Not seeing a lot of strategy on a burn stick.
How's that side going? Got one.
Don't let it go out.
Oh, you got it? Okay, I'm gonna hold the other thing.
Don't pull it out when that's nothing wrong with lifting it up.
Okay. Let that back up behind you.
Do what you need to do, but do not let the hail out. Or don't let that cross out.
You want to look under this one?
Where you did.
Okay.
Trust me, they are in there.
Look how on the side of it.
Yeah, we've been piling it into there.
Should we move everything to one side and then slowly?
Okay, I got ready.
Go on.
Old timber, put their eight.
Alright. We got the better teamwork.
Ready?
Go!
Yes! Yeah. That's all 9. Burn stick, working on the codes.
You want to do it? You do it. Okay, 9, 3, and 2.
Remember to be slow and steady. Line up Dudley's side too, guys. Dudley's side. You think you have it, but if it's not coming off, let me know and I'll tell you if you got it or not. It has to be straight. Make sure it's set up properly. Dudley's side.
Yeah, we're off.
Ball timber.
I think you can leave it on there.
Wait, confirm the code. What do you got on?
9, 3, 2.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, just leave it. You're good on this one. You're good on that one. Got it. Ball timber's got all 3 off. Get them off.
Got one.
Go. We are dead even right now.
Let's go.
Everybody. Get the round. Good work by Ball Timber. Burnson's got it now.
Good, guys.
Dead even. Remember, slow and steady. Here you go around. This is anybody's game.
All right.
Still more to this. Around the barrel at the end.
Run, guys.
You're good, Anna. Go. You're good. Around the barrel. Cardell's good. Everybody stay together. You've been tied by the same person the same way. Off. All Timber's got a lead. When you think you got it, say check.
No. Skip them all off.
No limit. No damage yet. No fit. Make sure you do it right. Slow and steady again.
Jack!
Come on, quick! Move!
Community! All right, guys. Great challenge. That was neck and neck the whole way. Each of you guys had your strengths. I think that you got 2 locks right off the bat there. That really helped you guys fall in timber. And said everybody did really, really well. That last card was hard to find for Burn Stick, but in the end, only one winner. Fall in timber.
Yeah!
Once again, I will not be speaking to you guys. Next, Burn Stick. And I cannot say the same with you guys. I will see you up at Tribal Council, where I literally expect to hear a lot of BS. Head up to camp. Good job, guys.
Good job. Nice work, everyone.
After a very close immunity challenge, let's check in on Burn Stick and see how they're holding up at camp.
Especially being by the fire.
Yeah.
Who needs water? Everything needs water. There I am.
Anybody else need water?
Yes, Steven, do you need water? I'm good.
Well, it'd be lit.
All right, Rick. Do it.
I haven't got any mosquito bites yet, though. So that's
Whoa.
That's what I said.
Mr. Popular.
That's what we said.
Mr.
What's he
Popular.
saying that they want to be a part of that?
He's got the juice.
That's what I said.
No, he's got the tea. That's what
Sip
it
in
is
the
now,
tea.
right?
Yeah.
The tea bag.
Sip in the tea. Thank you, dear.
Tea bag.
Marty asks, we're voting me.
Okay.
Who you guys are?
Me and Becca are going to vote Domingo, so there's 2 in case she pulls her idol, because if she's the only one voting me and we all voted her,
Oh, yeah.
I would be out.
Okay, so split vote.
Split vote.
Okay.
So Marty.
Okay.
Is everyone comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So that'll be,
There's 6 of us, 7 of us.
so that'll be
There's 7 in total.
So we got 3. So you and Becca and Cardell voting.
No. You guys and Cardell are all voting for Marty.
Okay.
And then you
And Becca?
Becca are voting Domingo. And then we
That's
could get
five.
Domingo
It's
on
five.
Marnie if we wanted to. Or we could tell Domingo to vote me. Or tell him to vote Marnie. We need Marnie to believe that she's safe.
Don't have him vote Marnie.
Huh?
Don't have Domingo vote Marnie.
Okay, have him vote me.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys tell him to vote me.
Okay.
But then we're going to be tied vote between Domingo and me.
We had a couple slip-ups with someone like pulling up their socks and not listening to the leadership we had predetermined to be in charge. So it ended up with a lot of blocks at the puzzle piece in the thing before they should have been in the thing, which led to our demise. We also struggled with the locks, which sucks, but it is what it is. I'm in an alliance. Cardell is my number 1, and Steven is my number 2, I would say. But we also have Becca and Dwayne. Marnie is hard campaigning to get me voted out right now, which is nerve-wracking, as it would be. But I think we also are pretty sure she has an idol, because on the very first day, Domingo and her went to get water, and he came down immediately. He's like, Marnie found an idol. And he showed us where and everything, so we want to flush that out as well. So I think today at Tribal, we're going to vote half for Marnie, half for Domingo, and tell her that we're voting me out. This is very dangerous, guys. I'm very scared. And hopefully weed her out that way. But if she does play the idol, then we'll vote out Domingo.
This camp's good. It's a little odd. I think there's some tensions with Serena back. I think it's a little odd. But for me, it's fine. I think a few of the other people are less stoked she came back to camp. But there's definitely like 2.5 groups. There's 2 groups that are like pretty solid with each other, and then there's like a half group that's ish a group, but is looking for more votes constantly because they don't necessarily have enough to win a tribal council. So it's interesting. But I think there'll be more drama after this next vote, potentially.
Well, now that we're back in camp, I mean, obviously Serena has come back, which, you know, we're not really all that surprised. We thought she would come back, but definitely throws a different dynamic into her, because you can't really trust her. I mean, I don't really know which way she's going, and you hate to say too much to her, because I think she plays both sides right now. We do definitely have probably a split. Cardell and Brittany seem to be kind of partnering off together. Stephen, Dwayne, and myself and Becca are working tight together, but that means Domingo is a little bit of a floater. So I think strategy-wise, we're looking at breaking up the 2 girls. That'll take us into the next one, and then we'll start picking off probably, maybe Domingo will be the next one to go after that, but that's kind of where we're at. We hope to God that we win another immunity. We're pretty close on that one, but we just got tripped up on the lock, so that's all I can do is say hopefully we get immunity, or else we're going to be short team members awfully quick. So other than that, everything's going good. It's wet out here, cold.
Okay, so we just lost the immunity challenge. I think the reason why we lost it is it's literally luck. I think everyone was so psyched to go in it, but we were just like 2 seconds short. We literally thought that we had it in the bag, but we were just short on time. But that's okay. Everybody's wanting to vote out Brittany, but the alliance that I have between the 2 guys are like, I'm feeling nervous. I feel like I'm gonna be the one out next, so I'll be surprised if my name doesn't even come up later. But if all goes well, Brittany's gonna go, and hopefully Cardell, because they're working together, and the atmosphere in the camp right now is no one's talking to each other. Like, literally, I think it's gonna be another anonymous.
Now, let's check in on Fallen Timber, where the mood seems to be a tad bit more cheerful.
Warm my toes by fire.
Who else wants a chunk of muffin?
I will have a chunk of muffin, please.
Save
Something
a
to
big
fill my
chunk
mouth.
for Jamie.
There you go.
Something to fill my mouth so I don't have to talk.
Yeah. Who else?
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, we should save a chunk for Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
Peace offering.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
For your tarp.
Sure, thank you.
Hey.
Hey, Jamie. Hello, Jamie.
Welcome
back. Yes, I'm happy you voted yes. Yeah. We're happy you're back.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
No, we are.
We are actually. We were like, don't be missed there.
Yeah. Like, we don't know what the situation is yet. Like, if you're going to be battling.
I think we worked really good in that challenge. nobody got too excited, and we all helped each other out, calm and collected. You could hear the other team, there was a lot of high emotions going, and we tried to keep that under wraps and keep tight as a unit, and did pretty good. At the last auction, I got gifted a pack of gum and a note that says, "If you want to stay safe while on the jail block, trust in my words and find the marked rock." I've been looking everywhere and I can't find anything yet, so but yeah, keeping my eye open for some rocks and turning everything I can.
It's time for Burnstick to decide who is the next tribe member to be evicted to the hole.
So guys, how's it going? I'll start with this. 4 challenges, 3 losses. Does this team have a leader?
Yes.
Who said yes? Yeah? Who is the leader?
Well, I think we kind of share it equally.
Oh no, is there an actual leader on this tribe? Is someone trying to be a leader?
She's keeping us warm, so she's the leader.
Okay.
Keep the fire going. Yeah.
Keep the fire going?
That's the strongest one.
By default.
So you guys agree Becca's your leader?
Yeah.
Shit.
She'll take it.
Fine.
All right, well then, Becca, if you are the leader, explain to me what's going on in these challenges. Like, why have you lost 3 out of 4 challenges? What's been going on?
I think the last one was a tough one just because of the fact that obviously the other team got lucky with the couple locks coming on their first attempt or second attempt. In reality, I think the last one really kind of came together. I think I like our squad tribe for what it was today anyway. I think everyone's kind of brings something else to the team. So it was pretty diverse, and obviously we killed at field hockey, so.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. You did. Marnie, the first tribal council you couldn't be voted out. Now you can. Has your game, does your game need to fundamentally shift? Once that tribal council ended, did you start to play this game even harder? Did you know you were more popular?
I don't think I'm any more popular, but I think you have to be in the game all the time, right?
Yeah. Domingo, are people still playing pretty hard out there?
Consistently, yeah, I would say so.
Define consistent.
Well, it's shoveling different groups, 2, 3 people, 4 people, and any opportunity that you get, you just step out and kind of not necessarily pretending anymore to find something. It's just like really talking strategy.
Are all groups just going out consistently together, or is there, for example, Steven and Becca walking away, and then all of a sudden Steven and Marnie, and then you and is it just a mix, or are there consistently the same groups walking away?
This is the reason why it's consistent, because initially the groups were very mishmash, and still the groups are very mishmash. Everyone's talking to everyone. So the gameplay for each of the individuals sitting here, it's consistent that way, because there's always options.
Wayne, you agree with that?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah. Has your game changed at all? Are you feeling a lot more? Obviously, you are more vulnerable, but
Absolutely.
has your anxiety, I guess, in this game changed now that you know that you are possibly one of the next to leave?
Absolutely. Because you never know what's going to happen. This is a game of you got to trust people that you just met, with your gut instinct and all that stuff, and you just don't know what. This will be a good test of trust, this vote, to see if the people you are working with or not working with are the ones that you should be.
Brittany, do you think this tribe will be a good test of trust?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stephen?
I think so.
Everybody's in agreement with that. Well, there is some news. I keep getting some words out from your guys' camp. There are a few comments that were sent to me, and I'd just like to know your thoughts about it. This one came out to me. Somebody said that there are 2 immunity idols that are found at your camp. Has that been discussed? Is immunity idols a topic of conversation at your camp? I'll go with you, Cardell.
No one has admitted to having an immunity idol.
Stephen, Have you heard that there's 2 idols in your camp?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. No. Has anybody heard and want to comment any further on that?
I think there's only been one that's really kind of been discussed.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know there was.
I'm just repeating what people are telling me.
I think we don't know what we're looking for. So I mean, if you would like to elaborate on what such idols would look like,
Or where they might
I can
become.
whittle some.
I can't confirm or deny anything that goes on in that game.
Like, will they have idols?
But what I can
on
confirm is a comment that here it says Cardell now is a target on her back after how well she did at soccer. That's what the word is coming down the pipeline to me. Cardell, what do you think of that?
Well, I thought that made me better. That made me like someone that that can actually help.
Brittany, if somebody is good in a challenge right now, does that make them a threat or does that make them more of an asset?
Both?
Both?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an asset at this point because we're playing as a team. But at the same time, if you're thinking long-term game.
Okay. And the last comment that was brought up to me is that Domingo likes to play both sides. Any
Well, I'm
thoughts on
gay
that?
after all.
I
don't know.
Win for
Best
the
comment of the day. That's a win.
Where's the mic? We need to drop it.
That is a
I don't know. I'm
That's
a
not
free
specific.
bird. No, I'm a free bird. Like it's interesting that there's conversations that would actually be had like that because there was a question earlier today about have you played this game honestly, and I can attest that I have been playing this game honestly to the best of my ability because I mean, A, I'm not a very good liar, and B, I'm a free bird. Like, why not?
Steven, should somebody not play both sides really at this point in the game? Like, shouldn't you be talking to everybody and making different alliances and promises even to stay safe?
So sorry guys, I'm playing both sides. apparently that's the truth.
Yeah, it seems like keeping your options open, I guess, just from if you're looking from a pure strategy point of view, I guess from a third party, that could make sense potentially.
Yeah.
On the flip side, I guess it could backfire though, because then
Yeah.
you have to choose a side to trust. So I
Yeah,
feel like
well.
it could be a wash either way, potentially.
What I'm getting out of this right now is that there is a lot of trust on the line in this vote. So I don't want to wait any longer. I want to see what happens. So Marty, you're up. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, that'd be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. Brittany.
Playing the game with my alliance. Hopefully it's a true alliance. It's nothing against you. It's just trying to get myself further in the game.
Second. Next vote. Domingo. Next vote. Marnie.
She had the immunity idol. Well, she had two technically, we think, and she's been playing the game since the beginning. So Marnie, I'm sorry, but you're pretty strong, so you gotta go.
One vote Marnie, one vote Domingo, one vote Brittany. Next vote. Brittany.
It may appear like I'm doing both sides, but you were the one that wanted Dwayne out. And Dwayne, all I want to do is to be loyal to you, so hopefully this vote is what's going to happen tonight.
Next vote. Brittany.
Didn't think I had enough votes to go another way.
Next vote. And second person. Sent to the hole from Bernstein. Brittany. Sorry, Brittany. Tribe spoken. Please head to the voting booth. Well, guys, trust is an extremely big part of this game. I suggest you keep that in mind because this day has only begun. Head back to camp. See you soon.
So I just got voted out. It was super fun. I kind of knew it was coming the moment we walked down the hill to tribal because everyone stopped talking to me. So it wasn't a total blindside. Also, I knew that I had a target on my back because they told me straight up. I think I'm going to stay in the game. I am staying in the game, not think. I'm staying in the game. And we'll see what happens from there.
With Brittany gone, both tribes are thrown into their next challenge. However, Jamie has a little surprise for them.
Let me take that chain from you there.
Frank.
Frank. You just pass it right over here.
No, Frank's coming home.
Well, actually, the good news is this is not actually the immunity challenge. But the bad news is that's because you're both going to tribal council after this challenge no matter what. However, there is a reward. That reward is the winning tribe will get to watch the tribal council of the losing tribe and enjoy some snacks, mainly presented by Via Bar. Some nice energy bars. There'll be some hot beverages for you as well. And you will enjoy watching the other tribe battle it out in their tribal council before you do have your own. So, what we are going to do here is on go. 7 of you for each tribe, or 7 and 6. You'll be lined up at your wheelbarrow or your barrels with beanbags. One by one, you'll throw 3 beanbags. You'll try to knock 3 cans off the barrel. If you get 2 or 1, don't matter, you collect your beanbags, bring it back, the next person goes. Once 3 cans are off the barrel altogether, one person will be sent over to where those bags are hanging. There will be a knife there for you, butter knife. You'll cut one of the ropes that has blocks in it for your tribe. You'll come back. You do the same thing until the second barrel's done. Third barrel's done. You'll run, you'll grab 3 bags, bring it over to this area here, where 4 of you will stand around and have to spell the word evade by stacking blocks and balancing it by bringing 1 block in at a time and stacking it down. It'll take a lot of balance. It'll take a lot of communication. We'll give you guys a little bit of time to get set up through all of them and discuss it. But right now, does this sound like something worth playing for?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
double lead on the ground.
Okay, do I get one?
Okay. That's good. Take her first. Go fast.
Who's got D? Who's got D?
Marnie. Hold it tight. Everyone just hold it tight. This way. I think it has to be taken this way.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, good.
You're next. Here you go.
Watch it. Remember, you have to switch that.
Lift your head.
On timber, a little bit. Careful, don't let that drop.
Yeah, perfect. You're good. You're good. You're good. Got it. One more.
Hold it, hold it!
We gotta
Pull!
take stakes. I gotta come over.
Power timber, win!
Fallen Timber secures the win, but it doesn't mean much, as both teams will be meeting Jamie at Tribal to vote out one tribe member each.
I'm back. You let you come back? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's one plan, but now I just got word that the person that I'm making the plan with might be coming after me. And I think the one behind us right now has an idol that he just found with the one that originally I was going to vote off with, the one that's talking about me. I'm just very confused right now. I need to figure out which one's telling the truth. But then do you ask him? I'm wondering. I don't know. I think there's two idols still in our camp. I think it's Marty and I think it's Steven. And Marnie right now is the favorite. But at the same time, Marnie just said that someone on my side is coming for me. So now I don't know. And I can't ask him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, that's where we're at. Confused.
Right now, it's kind of there's 5 of us that are kind of dividing whether or not we are going to get rid of Cardell. That's the last one to kind of go as far as that alliance goes. But also, word on the street is that Marnie has a immunity idol, so maybe try to get her to expose it. But nobody knows that I have one, so I guess we'll see what happens. Or I have a bag of beads, it's useless. We'll see what happens.
Well, as we just had our 3rd eviction, 2nd, 3rd, something like that, and it was the big one. It was the trust one. So our 2nd one, and because nobody had a perceived free pass on this one, it was all about trust. It was all about who you could trust, if you could trust your alliances, the people you're working for, or are they starting to flip-flop, or what are they doing? And luckily I got past it, and hopefully my little plan that I put out at the beginning is starting to work. But as always, this could change on a dime. We don't know. Right now we are in dire need of wins. Like it's really getting to the point where we're getting picked off, and once a merge comes, we're just done. We're just dead in the water, and nobody wants that. So our thought process is to keep it as strong as possible right now. So the weaker players, even if they're in our alliance, are a target. So that would be Mr. Domingo and I don't remember her name. It just slips my mind. Marnie. And we'll have to see what we're doing. We believe one of them has an idol, so we have to flush it out and hopefully completely blindside him and see what happens from there. But as we all know, at Tribal, anything can happen. It could be me going, and I don't want that.
What's the matter with you? I'm trying to have a conversation and you walk out.
I thought you were walking with me.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, for the love of God, it's holy. All right.
Are you
Yeah. We want you to be in that game. This is the proper play. Like, what are you doing?
I was walking with you this way because I was going to go back up to camp. You're saying Dwayne. He's in the washroom. You said Dwayne's coming after me. That's what you said.
Dwayne just again confronted our going up to Domingo.
That you voted Domingo?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard that one yet.
I think Dwayne's trying to play me. I think he's trying to vote me out.
Did you talk to Marnie?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
did you guys talk about?
Marnie said, did you talk to Steve? And I said, no, you won't even look at me. But then they talked to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I
the
haven't
four
even
of
heard
us.
your name.
No, it's not about that. The four of us go on.
Dwayne's fucking one of us. Dwayne told me Domingo. He told you, her.
Oh, you're fucking joking. Oh my god. Seriously? This is the reason why you're here. Because we want you to come on trip. Because you're the target.
What am I?
It was 5 strong. We voted anonymously.
Right.
You're next. That's why you want to come over here with the 4 of us. Vote Dwayne out.
You're going to try and Dwayne to back up.
Did you guys not explain this properly? Oh my god.
I'll put on
seriously.
pants, okay?
Oh my god. Okay, so what's happening is Steven and I voting Dwayne out. But we need the votes because we need to split those two. Because you were the target. 100% you're the
Why
target.
am I a target?
Because you were Brittany. Why do you think Brittany was out? There was 5 strong. So, Steven and Marnie, because it was Steven and Ida, yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'll talk to Marnie, and Marnie's on board. So that's why I asked the two of them to talk to you so that it confirms the loyalty that I've been giving to Steven.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not lying. So if you can feel that I am, sure. Because I
All right.
want you
All right.
to still be in the game. But
All right.
Dwayne's getting after me.
Let's check in on Fallen Timber. Tribal Council is nearing, and they soon must decide who is the next member to leave camp.
The game's gonna get real quick.
It's gonna get real quick and real harsh.
I think it already has.
Yeah.
With the amount everybody's been out searching for immunity idols.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
You can tell no one feels safe.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because we're all buds.
One
so
person's
it's,
out, everybody's got to go out and look.
yeah.
At least there's a battle back.
I have a nice warm spot next to me, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going with the tribe swamp.
I'm so worried about the tribe swamp.
It's all about literally what Buffy's going.
Yeah.
Because if we can have the numbers, we're solid.
No, I know, but if we've got the numbers on one side, like
We're still
it's
gonna
just
lose
the
some of
reality
us.
of it is like that some of us are going to come out on top and some
Oh,
of us
for
are going to
sure.
get by the swamp.
Yeah, whoever's on the minority, just try to hustle, I guess.
Yeah.
Stick with each other. Well, you gotta pick
Figure out
like
your
this
clique
weak.
on that side.
You gotta pick the weak links because
We're
they'll
gonna see it right
grab
now.
onto you fast.
Yeah, we're gonna see it right now.
We are. We're gonna get
Which
a lot
we
of
have a
info
huge
here.
advantage.
Alright, should I be taking my tarp down there with me now? I don't want to end up on the other side. Oh, no
tarp.
kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Wet camp, wet sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a toughie. First thing is I heard from Jamie because she got voted out at the last tribal council, but she got to talk to Brittany and Serena about their tribe, and they think I'm running the show here. So that puts a big target on my back, which I'm a little worried about. I've been looking around for immunity idol. A lot of us have, and no one's stated that they've got it, but I'm pretty sure someone has it. We're thinking maybe Trevor has it, and that's who we're gonna go vote off. Majority, 5 of us, but we had a plan in place if he does have that, so we can fish it out. So if 5 of us vote for Trevor thinks we're gonna vote for Renita, and then Renita's just gonna do a vote on Shane. So if he does pull the immunity idol, it's a tie, and then we have to re-vote between those two. And then I think we're gonna go with Shane. Sorry, bud. Yeah, and other than that, it's hard because promises and alliances aren't actually a thing here. So I have a core like 4, including myself, that we've said we're going to go to the top 4 with. Our camp, on the other hand, we're working amazingly well together. We all don't want to vote anyone off, and we're really worried about a merge. So we don't know if it'll be even or not. So we just gotta, I don't know, we just got to see kind of how things go. But other than that, I think our group dynamic for Fallen Timber is pretty strong right now, quite strong.
Yeah, the game's getting a lot more interesting now. I think that first elimination that we went through was rough. It definitely blindsided me because I had some outset alliances that I thought were pretty rock solid. And when the vote count came out, turns out a couple of them weren't as solid as I thought they were. So, you gotta kind of adapt as you go, play the game as best you can. Right now, my whole thing is that I still think that Fallen Timber needs to be the stronger team. The stronger Fallen Timber is right now, the more immunity idols we win. The more immunity idols we win, the fewer times we're down at Tribal Council. So that's my whole thing. I want to make sure our team is strong and that we're going out there and kicking some butt in those challenges. As far as alliances go, I think I've got a few people who I can trust. Jamie is one of them, but unfortunately she doesn't have a vote. She officially isn't part of the game, she's just there. But I trust I'm able to talk to her and bounce a few ideas off of her. I can trust Anna. I think we have a good conversation going. We're kind of keeping ears open for each other. So we'll see what happens from there. It's tough to pick somebody to vote out. Because I think we want to keep a strong team, but we have a strong team. But I think right now, Renita is the weakest link. And I don't mean that in any personal way. She's a lovely person. And any other situation, I would be thrilled to have her on my team. But when it comes down to the physical challenges, she falls behind. And that's the only reason that I think we need to take her to the hole and keep Fallen Timber nice and strong.
So what I find around camp is that everybody is really heading for Trevor. They're gunning for him, they're going for him, they think he's causing problems, he's doing a little too much talking and telling people who he thinks should go. Like he's trying to lead the way but doesn't really have a pack behind him. The two people who flipped their votes on me to kick me out, they were told last minute against the bench that everybody was voting for me, so they needed to swap and they didn't want to get targets on their back, so they were played. So they're still floating and trying to figure out what to do. What's my gameplay right now? Honestly, it's hard because I'm getting so much information from the other team because they don't trust their teammates and they're so upset about being kicked off. So I'm getting all this information from them, and then I'm coming back here and people are wanting to know the information, but it's hard to differentiate what to lie about, what to keep, and there's just so much more to keep. So it's a lot harder of a strategy because I don't know where to go with it or what's going to happen what's going to happen in the future.
For me, I look at it and it's still about strong team for now.
Yeah, for sure. We just gotta keep winning, right?
Yeah, keep winning, keep getting immunity.
Yeah.
And let the rest of it play out from there.
Fairly imminently. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Do you want to chat with anyone else to make sure? Because I don't want to be on the other end of numbers.
Who else can we talk to?
Well, who have you spoken to?
Well,
who do you think is in our numbers? It's you, me,
yeah,
Brooke.
Yeah. Brooke and Jay. And then
I think Shane.
Shane is.
You think Shane will go?
I think so, but I don't know.
Okay, we need to make sure we have the numbers, because if we go in there and we don't, we're all going to be targeted, right?
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm the target. Okay. That's just my impression. Okay. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. I think our team is stronger right now with me than Renita.
Right.
But I might be slightly biased. Just a little.
Fair enough. So it sucks having that feeling, right?
It does.
I went in knowing that I was getting some numbers, right? So it sucks. Not knowing,
And that's the thing, like, you have to, now, I put your name down, and now I'm asking you to trust me.
Yeah, fair.
I think the thing for me, I'm not going to lie to anybody. So if you ask me an honest question, I'll give you an honest answer.
Why'd you put my name down?
I put your name down because I thought, honestly, if Renita had been available, I would have.
Okay.
I think you're stronger than her. In this game, again, she's a lovely person. But you were the person that I hadn't had a chance to talk to you that
we
much.
hadn't chatted yet.
And in the challenges, like I was looking around, and I mean, I think you proved yourself today, but I hadn't seen it yet.
Fair enough.
And that's why.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you being honest, for sure. So I think we go with what we're...
Okay.
You think Jay's good? You think Jay's good? He'll go with the 5?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any reason for him to not to, so.
At this point.
Yeah.
Like, I agree, we need to stay strong.
Yeah. Let's crush that other team.
Let's do it. Okay.
And unfortunately, send one of our own away.
Yeah, I just hope that one of you, that someone comes back.
Yeah.
For us.
Not that we're looking in a particular direction or anything.
We need someone back from our track, for sure. Like, hands down.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing, you know what? With Jamie and Renita in the hole, I think we've got a good chance of one of you coming back.
I think so too. Like, I feel like everybody on this tribe is a pretty strong competitor.
Yeah, I think everyone will hustle, for sure.
Well, and I wonder about the dedication of a team that we're hearing isn't very strong and may have some divisions in their team.
And like, we want you guys to come back,
we
right?
want you back.
Here we go. I need
And
to
they
pee
want us
pouring,
back.
right?
So off to camp we go.
And now it's time for both teams to decide who they are voting out of their tribe. Let's join them along with Jamie at Tribal Council, where Burnstick is up first.
Come on in, follow Timber, grab a seat. You guys are here to observe only. You guys are not to make any comments. You're here in observation only. Some soup, have a nice veggie bar, relax, listen, learn. But again, not to speak at all. Burnstick, you guys are allowed to speak. So how's it going?
Great.
Okay, we always talk about the mood and how friendly you guys are and how everything's working together. 4 out of 5 challenges lost.
Nobody likes losing. Nope.
Becca, as the designated leader in this team, what would you say needs to happen for Burnstick to pick it up a little bit more?
Well, I think we're gonna ditch our sign and just go with an actual burnt stick. We decided that we're gonna like ditch the juju and just go with like some, literal representation.
Yeah.
And kind of go from there. I mean, it can't help at this point. I think we just had a little bit of bad luck, and that's kind of fallen into it. So we've been head to head pretty much on every challenge, and I think they've competed well. So I think they've just had a little bit better luck.
So Stephen, is morale getting a little worse up there though? Like, I mean, it's raining, it's getting cold, the day's going on, you've lost. Is morale still up?
Cardell and I were doing sun salutations this morning.
We did.
The vibe was pretty good. I think the mood's still like optimistic despite shooting 20%.
Dwayne, with constant losses and with constant tribal councils, do people start to scramble, and is it even more of a free-for-all of their conversation, not letting anybody walk away, being involved in everything? Is that more now the game plan for everybody?
To a point, yeah, absolutely. It's just human nature to want to do that kind of stuff to make sure that what you're hearing is right, I suppose.
Domingo, a lot of things were brought up at the last tribal through the snitch. Was any of that stuff discussed when you guys went back to camp?
We actually did. Did we?
No.
No, not really.
Yeah?
No.
I mean, I asked, but that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who'd you ask?
I asked Marnie, and she said she didn't know.
Not to my knowledge then.
Yeah?
Yeah, we kind of just talked about other stuff.
We've been through a few tribal councils, and clearly there is a hidden immunity idol somewhere out there. I've mentioned it a few times about being played. Is that being looked like? Are people going and looking for that?
Well, yeah, I thought it was found already.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
Well, I don't know. I just assumed that it would already have been found because
So you assume somebody sitting there has a hidden immunity?
I think so, but nobody knows.
Yeah, Stephen, you think somebody sitting here has one?
No, I think it's still out
You
there.
do think it's still?
Marty?
I don't know anybody that has it. So.
No.
Becca?
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's just gonna. We're all keeping our cards close to the chest, so.
Are people looking though? Like, are you saying, "Hey, let's go look for the idol"?
Scoured. I don't think we've said "Hey, let's go look for the idol." I think we've just all been kind of scouring, and keeping our eyes open, But yeah, just to not know what we're looking for, what it is, like any sort of hints, whether it looks like something from a past season or, anything to go off of. I think we're all kind of at a point where we could be walking by it, not knowing that it's an idol, unless it literally has like in big bold letters, immunity idol. Yeah, and pick me up.
It's like pick me up, otherwise we don't know.
Yeah. When you go back from tribal council and you've been voted for, and you know that the person who got voted out wasn't that person who voted for, is that discussed? Last tribal council, Domingo, you got a vote. Marnie, you got a vote. One person is gone. That person gone couldn't have voted for both of you. Is that discussed? Is anybody calling that out? Like Marty, you say, hey, who voted for me?
No, I haven't.
Domingo?
No.
No? Well, you might not know who voted for you then, but you guys all need to vote for somebody now. Arnie, we'll start with you. You're up. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. Safe at this tribal council. Steven. I'll read the vote. First vote. Dwayne.
This is a vote to find out who's really on my side.
Next vote. Dwayne.
All right, this is me putting my trust in someone, and I guess we'll see. I'm wrong. Bye, Dwayne.
Next vote. Domingo. 2 votes Dwayne, 1 vote Domingo.
You're a hoot. Unfortunately, it's just the way it goes today. Thanks for. Nice to meet you.
Next vote. Dwayne.
Really, Dwayne? I tried to freaking save you the first time, and now you're gunning after me, so you know what?
Next vote. The next person sent to the hole. Dwayne. Come here, Dwayne. Dwayne, tribe has spoken. Please head to the voting booth to make your decision. Well, guys, unlike last time, the remaining people here were aligned on that vote. But if I see you again, one of you 5 will have to vote against somebody else. Head back to camp. I'll see you soon.
Well, just had our tribal council and I was voted out. Looked like unanimously. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I thought I was doing all right, but it was a little iffy with the chats this afternoon after the last challenge. It was a little fishy with not being talked to as regularly as I was getting with the last time. My decision is instantaneously that I was coming back. I wasn't leaving. I'm not giving up that easily. So hopefully I could compete at the challenge and get back in and try to still win.
The tribe has spoken. Burnstick decides to vote out Dwayne. It's now Fallen Timber's turn.
All right, Fallen Timber. Been a while since I talked to you guys. First off, let's talk about what you just heard. Any surprises there? Anything that came up that you learned?
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
all
we
of
were
it.
way
Very
off.
enlightening.
Yeah. When you say you were way off, what do you mean?
I think we thought Steven was aligned with the girls, but
Yeah.
it looks like it might be Domingo.
I think he's aligned with, I say her name wrong every time, Marina? Marnie?
Marnie, yep.
Because some inside scoop said she had the immunity idol.
Yep.
And they were talking that whole whole tribal
Yeah,
council.
they were talking a lot.
And it's also, I find it really interesting that he didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
And had to play it.
And not a single vote was cast on
Yeah, on him.
Yeah. So he might be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Does when you see something like that, Trevor, does it make you think of your own game? Like clearly, I agree. Steven thought he was in trouble.
Yeah.
There's not a single vote or any indication in my mind that he was.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting because I was trying to watch body language, and I saw Marnie sitting here gripping her stick really tight and drumming her fingers. I thought, oh, there's something there. Completely not.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you think you see something, you don't.
Yeah. And sometimes when you think you're in trouble, you might be safe, and sometimes when you're safe, you might be in trouble.
Yeah.
So Jay, let's talk about the hidden idol again. Clearly, there's one out there. How big has that been at your camp?
Pretty big. I mean, I'm fully open. I'm like, today I was like, I'm going to look.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm probably 60% feels that I feel like someone has it, 40% no. But a lot of us, and I think I mean everyone here has gone and looked for it and not openly. Like no one gets up at the middle of the night and tries to go. We're just trying to save our own butts.
So do you go as a group, or do people go as individuals? Do you see people working together more looking for it? And I'll ask you, like, you see, I'm just throwing out a name here, like Jay and Renita going always together to look for the idol, or is everybody going separate? Like, are there groups, alliances, I guess you could say?
You could say that there's alliances, but I think it's pretty sporadic who goes with who, and sometimes you're by yourself, sometimes you're with other people. So yeah.
Okay. Brooke, are there how many alliances do you think are formed on your trip?
I don't know if really alliances have formed. I think it's more like voting blocks. So there'll be a few people who are pretty close to each other, and then I think it's those groups of people kind of working with each other on one vote and then like not on another.
Okay. Natasha, do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she kind of nailed it.
Yeah. Renita, the reason why I'm asking, and this came to me through a stitch box. I don't know what it means, but it says there's 3 alliances. What does that mean to you?
Oh, I actually think there's more than 3, but
Yeah?
yeah.
And how many do you think there is?
I think there's 4.
4 alliances.
Yep.
What do you think, Shane?
Again, I think there's little pockets of people that could be called alliances, but sometimes they're working together, sometimes there may be a group of 5 or a group of 2, you know. I don't think there's any solid lines drawn in the sand as of yet.
Yeah. Is it in your best interest, Trevor, to not only get yourself into these alliances, but to figure out who they are?
Yeah, it's tricky, right? Because you want to make sure that you are aligning yourselves with like-minded people. But there's always the question of, do you have similar interests in this particular elimination? Because that changes every time.
Yeah. Jay, now, when you're out there, do you worry about people's opinion, I guess, of yourself going off? Like you're saying, you're going out looking for a lot of idols. Are you worried that this guy's taking too much of control, or this guy's trying too hard, or anything like that?
Honestly, I don't think anyone within our tribe has taken control.
Yeah.
I think everyone here, it's a game and they want to save their own butt.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like everyone's out for Immunity Idol. I think my biggest thing for Immunity Idol right now is just the if there's a tribe swap.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Brooke, is there people calling the shots on your team? Like, is there a leader calling the shots?
No, not at all. I think that's why it's so interesting and fluid, because personally we all get along super well, which is why it's super hard to vote everyone off. And I know it's not fun to hear like, oh, it's all kumbaya. And it's not. Like, we all get along really well personally, which makes it like that much harder to kind of really see where the lines are. Because there's nothing that really sticks out. We don't have a leader.
Okay, and the reason why I asked Jay and Brooke there, because the other message I wanted to read that came through to me says, Brooke and Jay believe they are running the show, and they won't last long. Spicy. Again, Brooke and Jay believe they're running the show, and they won't last long. Somebody wrote that. I don't write these things.
Yeah. Well,
somebody is telling my guys, getting me these words. Again, it's anonymously. But like, how do you like? Does that sound like something that somebody else on your tribe would say?
I could maybe.
I can see that.
I can see it.
Yeah, I don't. I definitely don't think that we're running the show, but I think that somebody definitely could have thought that like we said that we won't last long, because when I took that advantage in the auction, it was just like a stick.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other tribe does not know that, and I'm assuming because I got a stick, they might have gotten something that was actually useful to them in the game. So they might assume that I also got something that's useful to me in the game.
Okay.
And so I think that I can't speak for Jay, but I think that Jay is afraid for a swap, and I'm also afraid for a swap.
Yep.
Because of that.
Yeah, and Trevor, from what I've heard earlier, with a bunch of different alliances, it's probably not that shocking to hear two people being named together. I'm assuming that there'd be other people would probably say like Natasha and Anna are together running things, and it sounds like I'm hearing there's multiple alliances and groupings that are out there. Yeah. Well, that is part of the game.
It is part of the game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But usually, only one of those many alliances are actually calling the shots. So let's find out which one that actually is by voting. Trevor, you're up. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. Count the votes. First vote. Trevor.
I'm sorry, Trev. I really like you on a personal level, but in the game I don't really know where your head's at, and I've got other people I trust more.
Next vote. Trevor.
This vote's for Trevor. You played fierce. It's just a little scary how hard you're playing. A little too quick, too early.
Next vote. Renita.
This is going to be an interesting one, because either I'm right or I'm very wrong. I hate to send you home. You're a good person.
Next vote. Shane. 1 vote Renita, 1 vote Shane, 2 votes Trevor.
Didn't want to write your name down, friend, but it's either you or me.
Next vote. Trevor.
Sorry, bud, but you were throwing my name around way too early.
Next vote. The next person voted into the hole. Trevor. And Trevor, sorry. Tribe has spoken. Head to the voting booth. Make a decision. Well, guys, multiple votes. Clearly there are multiple alliances that are out there. I recommend you all continue on this game trying to figure out exactly which one of those are real and which ones you can trust. Head back to camp. See you soon.
All right, so what happened at Tribunal is kind of what I thought might happen. I had a plan that I thought a lot of other people were on board with, but I knew that there was a distinct possibility that I was being played. That's the game. The game is you have to play people. So I knew it was a possibility. So here I am. I've been eliminated, but I'm not out. I'm going to go back, and now I don't have a team. Let's see what happens.
Fallen Timber send Trevor out the door, but there is no time to discuss what happened as Jamie summons both teams for their next challenge immediately.
All right, guys. Did you know that the largest prison riot in history was in 1962 in Kingston Penitentiary, where 900 inmates were involved? Tear gas was used. You know, normally in prison riots, when they break out and they get out of control, tear gas is used. And in order to survive, inmates would have to close their eyes, gather what they could, and get themselves to safety. We're going to test your skills through a blindfolded relay. Immunity is back in play, and what you guys will do is on my go, one caller will stand on here. They are not blindfolded. They will send one by one the rest of you out to a bale to retrieve a puzzle piece. They'll call you to bring it back. They'll drop it, the next person will go. Once they lead all the blindfolded people out to gather all their puzzle pieces and bring it back, they will then direct you blindfolded to solve the puzzle. Blindfolds remain on the whole time. Caller is the only one who can see. You'll have to work together. You'll have to use your instincts, and you'll have to trust each other. Immunity up for grabs, and only one person is going to tribal council this time. Worth playing for?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a minute to strategize, and we'll get started.
He did this last year.
Survivors ready for immunity. Oh.
About right there. Lean down. There you go. Take. Come back. Yep. Straight. Straight drop. Take. Go. Wait. Keep going. Go. Kick. And then go straight. 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 Straight back. Straight. Keep going. Take. Stop. There it is. Turn left. Keep going a little bit more left. Take straight. Okay. Keep walking. Stop. Turn left again. Lean down. Okay, the hay bale's right in front of you. Okay, outside step. Keep going. Straight back. 12 steps. 12 steps. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit to your left. A little bit to the left. Straight. Straight. Push up. Go. Straight. Left. No, just go straight. Straight. Straight ahead. You got it. Straight, straight, straight. Left, 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 left. Okay, now walk straight. 5 steps. Come right over. Yeah. A little bit further. Okay. Lean down. Do I need to grab another one? Yeah.
All the timbers on their puzzle.
Yeah. So okay, one in your right hand, but straight down, right in front of you. Okay, and then so feel the bottom piece.
This side?
Yeah. And right down towards you. Yeah. Okay, a little bit over to your left. Okay, a little bit more to the left. Okay. Right now. Turn your body to the right. Your whole body should be okay, so Renita, you are going to hand your piece to Jay. Right next to you. Okay, Jay, you're going to turn it 90 degrees. There you go. Straight like that. Brooke has it. Now, right there, Jay. Steven, I want you to go to your right, please, as far as you can. Yeah, keep going. Okay. Turn it 180 degrees. Okay, and then put it down, and then slide it. One in your left hand. All the way there. Put that down there. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, now right by your left hand. Then slide it to the right. I want that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Take that one. Again. Other way again. Now. Left. Yeah. To the right.
slide right down. Okay, and then the last piece, Shane. Forward, down, down, down. Brooke, you feel it? Okay, lean forward.
Yeah.
Put it up. 90 degrees. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, perfect. Okay, so slide, slide, slide. Slide, keep going, and then up, up, up.
Fallen timber! You can look over there at the same time. Good job, both teams. I'm going to award immunity to Fallen Timber. I'm going to give this to Anna. That's calling. Good job. I know you did great too, but that was superbly done. Very well done in controlled calling. Very good. All right, guys. Fallen Timber, you guys can go relax for a little bit. Burn stick. Pains me to say.
Again.
I'm going to see you guys very soon. You guys got some stuff to talk about? We'll chat soon. Everybody can head back to camp.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With Fallen Timber sweeping the immunity away from Burn Stick, we check in and see how they are holding up at camp after a tough loss.
Let me untie it from this tree.
You want me to untie it up here then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay, I'm good.
That I am. So what are we doing now?
After the intention of voting out Marty, I think that didn't work because the numbers were bigger towards me. So I'm gonna flip it around. The guy that actually wanted to have me voted out, it's like scouting everyone, got voted out anonymously. So I survived another day. So I don't know. Now that we lost another immunity challenge, there's a number of plays that could happen, but right now there's nothing solid.
Playing both teams, just trying to survive all the way through and make it to the merge. That's the hardest part. So, voting Dwayne off sucked just because he was a pretty good ally, but it was also, there's 4 against the 2 of us, so it was either join them and earn their trust or, well, earn their undivided trust, because we pretty much voted together the entire way, or side with Dwayne and beat the next one out. So it sucked, but that's what we do.
It's time to check on Fallen Timber as the recently voted out Trevor decides to come back to camp for his chance of securing a position back into the game.
Alright, so I'm back at Fallen Timber. Haven't had a chance to say hello to anybody yet, but it's going to be real interesting to see what the reaction is when I come back in, because obviously I gotta, they played the game on me, so now it'll be interesting to see how I can play the game back on them. I think I might just make them worry for a half second, come in a little bit stormy, and then just play it off like easy breezy, hey, that's the game, and everything's fine. What they don't realize is now I'm a free agent, and I'm on Team Trevor. How's everybody doing?
Good, how are you?
I don't know. You know, I'm just it's a game, right?
Welcome back,
right?
Trevor. Game.
Yeah. I hope I'm welcome back.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
Always.
you know what? It's a game, and the game gets played.
And
so
everybody's gonna.
everybody, yeah.
There's a lot going on right now at camp. There are quite a few side conversations taking place. I think I'm in the loop on all of them, but I know Jamie's saying I have no blood on my hands, so I need to start watching myself. I've been approached by 3 people for final 2s, so that's not good because I'm going to get caught. But right now, we have a solid 3, me, Brooke, and Jay, but I still think Brooke and Jay are connected, so I think they'll have to get split up at some point. surprisingly, I think I trust Shane the most. Shane's told me some things that I've told other people, so he shouldn't trust me, but for some reason he's telling me things, so I'm going to use it as best I can for my game and hope it doesn't bite me later on. Right now, my tightest alliance is with Natasha and with Jay. The only thing is, though, is my strategy since the beginning is anyone but me, and so I think that that'll take me far, but like I don't want to go to the end with Jay. I think that he'd make a pretty clean sweep because we've been doing most of this together, especially him and I, but I think that the other tribe thinks that he's running things or whatever, and we've got a pretty similar story, so if I go to the end with him, I will probably lose. And so it's just kind of, I don't have any like immediate targets right now. I'm going to keep riding with this 3 for a while, but I've got to kind of think about the future once it comes to merge, because I don't know if the people I'm aligning with right now, even though they're really strong for the moment, are people that I can ultimately beat, so yeah.
Alright, so after watching I want to say Burning Man, it's not, the Burnt Timber, I think it is, their immunity challenge, all of us at our tribe were completely kind of shook and didn't really know what was going on, so a lot of things that we thought were going on are not, and yeah, in that sense, I got, right now, me, Natasha, Brooke, and Shane kind of have a final 4 alliance right now, and we're feeling pretty strong. I know Natasha is like buddy with Shane, and I know Shane found a hidden immunity idol clue, so there's a hidden immunity idol under a painted rock, so he's still searching for it, Jamie's searching for it, everyone's searching for it, so I still feel like it's out there, but and even Brooke said I need that in my back pocket when we merge, so I'm trying to just stay on top of my game and kind of protect my own butt. So
I think if it's the 3 of us and Jay.
Well, we'll play it as we like that before, but then if it comes to the final 4 like that,
yeah, the final 4 is different. Like at final 4, it's
everyone for themselves. Yeah. Okay, so then having Shane over and that's keep both of them until we have to,
and see who gets sketchy when we merge, because we can keep them both.
Yeah, and they don't know.
They have no idea. Well, hopefully we just won't have to go to tribal again, because the thing is like both of them have really good pros and cons. Like I'd like to keep Shane as a shield for you, but also like I feel like Anna will just kind of be really
and it's an easy out, where Shane's a harder out.
Which is good for us when he's on our side.
Exactly, but if he...
And I think he will bring Dwayne in.
You think?
I think so. I think Dwayne fucking hates
Dwayne, but Dwayne has to get back in. Like, that's the thing. There's going to be like 5-6 people competing just to get the one spot.
Like, if you look at, I think it might be Dwayne at this point.
Really?
Based on who's sitting in the box.
It
could be Trev.
It could honestly, it depends what the challenges too, though, because if it's something that, you know, like not strength.
It really could be anyone, and I feel like a lot of the people on the other tribe like really want it. Like they got a lot of fire on. But we have no bad blood on our hands with Dwayne. No. We have it with Jamie.
You're right.
We like they don't realize.
But you know what? I think I bet you.
I bet they do. I don't think so. I don't. Yeah.
Like the other team.
No, even our team. I don't think they know it's the 3 of us. Well, because I don't think that they know that you and I are connected. No, they certainly know that.
No, me and you. Yeah. And then we've stayed like semi-apart but had our chats.
Yeah.
But that's what brings us together. Because they don't know it's a tripod here.
Yeah, so I think like it sucks for you guys to be labeled that way.
Oh, I don't.
You guys will have to have like possible.
He's coming back to camp right now.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Nope, not going.
Yeah.
He can take his. Actually, we should probably go back. No, let's go in mend fences. Like, you could come back in and, like, God, he's such a nice guy. He is a nice guy.
He is really cool.
I freaking really like him. I wish I didn't like people.
I know.
Yeah, me too. This is actually
I wish my tribe was horrible.
I wish they were mean to us.
Easier.
I didn't think it was going to be this intense where people were, like, actually pissed.
Yeah, but people are pissed.
Well,
but that's, like, part of the game.
We're coming off a high, right? Like, you come off a high of, like, 6 wins and then you go home.
Yeah, and then you're blindsided out. Yeah.
Played too fast,
but
too hard.
That's smart with Jamie, how we kind of like fed her that information, and then now she's kind of like holding on to us.
I think she's I think she's such an agent.
Oh, for sure.
I also want to let you know another thing that she said when you guys left, is she was just like, Natasha's running the show. She was like, Natasha's running the show. She's doing so good right now because she's doing so much, but she doesn't have any blood on her hands.
You know what though? She's felt that's the first person she wanted gone. This whole committee. I
said
think
to
she
me-
has something out, not something out for you like personally, but she's probably scared about you,
She's
like competing.
fixated. She's fixated. And it's interesting because when we were at the before we got on the bus, she was like, "You're quiet. You're one to contend with," and I was like, "I'm not quiet. Like I actually talk a lot, but I'll play your game."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, that's gonna.
Yeah, I love Jamie and I love Trevor, but
Me
like
too.
I hope that somebody on the other side comes back.
I think we'll all
just
be
so we
friends
don't
after
have
this.
to.
Oh, we totally will.
Like we're not mean. To
We're gonna have a
anyone.
blast
It's
out of this,
just-
but I think you're right. We want someone from the other team because they're loving us way more than their other tribe.
Oh yeah.
And like probably not as much vice versa, but it's still like when you blindside someone and then have them come back, then
They're going to be safe the first week.
Yeah.
So that our
First
person,
tribal, yeah.
that person could go and just spin everything upside down, right? Yeah. I feel like we should go back.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Look for hidden immunity on the way.
I don't think we want to.
Well, now I can't pretend to be all angry at me.
I was like, sorry. He's like, are you really? I was like,
Yeah, I was the same. I'm like,
I was like,
I was like, welcome back. He's like, well.
Just gotta make everybody sweat.
Yeah. No, you should. Yeah, we deserve it. Yeah.
Now I just gotta play my way back in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And yeah, I'm thinking by the time I get back in, it's gonna be one drive.
Well, we're dominating right now, right? So.
And they know it.
Yeah, it's hitting.
They're losing their cool.
They must be.
They're still laughing down there, though, so
Yeah.
good for them.
They're going to try to break us for sure.
Well, they've got a nice little pack there of 5 people who voted last time. Now what?
Yeah.
Now it shatters.
No, well, Steven obviously wasn't too comfortable since he played an idol, so.
Oh,
And he'll be
Yeah.
feeling on the outs, or they'll try and pull him over.
But he's
You know, the
super
two girls,
competitive.
right?
Like, they need to stop voting out their boy. Like, Dwayne was a big boy.
Yeah.
Like, he was super competitive, too.
Their previous loss in the immunity challenge, it's time for Burnstick to meet Jamie at Tribal Council and vote out another tribe member.
You know what? I'm almost running out of things to talk to you.
Bird's had to coming up with excuses of why we're here.
Well, you know what? Actually, the one thing I want to talk about, because I keep hearing rumors about your camping situation. What is going on down there? How is your shelter, Steven?
It's better now. It's a lot better now.
Yeah. How was it last night, Marty?
Oh, it was, for me it wasn't bad. I stayed dry, but some of our members did not, so it was a bit of a rough night. It's cold, wet.
Domingo, who was there somebody in charge of building the shelter, or was it kind of a group effort, or?
It was a group effort, I would say, but there's visionaries in the group, right? Like, so we just kind of pull in together and.
Well, visionaries, as in who? Like, was somebody in charge of the project?
I wouldn't say in charge, because
Yeah.
it's very consensus and collective.
Yeah. So is it safe to say, Cardell, you've been struggling with the shelter from day one?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was good. It was good, actually, at the very beginning, and then the first night it just fell apart.
Yeah.
It didn't even really like completely fall apart.
No,
it was just more the
just
fact
her.
that like, yeah, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Well, we fixed it. We fixed it now, though.
Yeah, 100%.
And what I'm getting at too is, I mean, this game is very the physical aspect, the emotional aspect, everything, and sometimes not having a proper living condition can play into all the emotions you're feeling. You guys have lost a lot.
Perfect.
You guys have not had a good shelter.
Yep.
You guys have had to let a lot of your people go. We haven't discussed the whole yet, which we're going to actually coming up here. But you guys have gone through a lot.
Yeah.
And I want to know, Becca, has the mood amongst you guys stayed the same or changed from the time you enter this game to the last half hour in camp?
I think the mood amongst the active players has stayed relatively upbeat and, good to go, regardless of whether or not we're discussing who has to go and obviously how we're going to tackle the next challenge. The hardest part is having the people that were eliminated come back in and voice their displeasure about being voted out. And obviously, and rightly so, right? You know, whether it was a blindside, whether it was, you know, just consensus or a split vote or whatever, having them come back and ask those questions, and obviously having them acting in the game in a somewhat sense of the word, in the sense of, you know, going between, obviously we're all negotiating alliances and stuff right now, and them kind of going behind the scenes. It's definitely like added to, I guess, our stress level.
Yeah, and
it's
this,
added a whole other level. Yeah.
This is a game,
Yeah.
and we know that we're on a prison type of theme here, but in the end, when things happen in prison, you might separate, but you're not getting away from this person. You guys might be spending 10 years in prison, 12 years in prison. You might not see eye to eye. You might not be in the same gang anymore, but you can't get away from them. And you might still need them in the future. So I guess my question is, Stephen, how are you personally, let's ask that first. How are you personally handling the people that are back from the hole? Are you, like, is it cordial? Are you listening to their griefs? How is this going down at camp?
Yeah, like, I don't think there's any, like, there hasn't been like any fights or anything like that. Like, I think there's tension when you just had someone voted out and they're coming back. But I would say, like, it very quickly turns around and it's cordial. And there's definitely a separation between active players who are negotiating still, like Becca was saying. But I wouldn't say there's any problems or anything like that. And I think everybody's getting along well.
Cardell, they're still part of your society. We know that at some point in time, somebody who's in the hole is going to get a chance to bring themselves back in the game. Is that in your mindset? And maybe I should ask, are they aware and are they still playing the game?
Yes.
Yes, they're still playing the game.
Yes, they are. 100%. Yeah.
Domingo, do you think they should be? If you were in that situation, would you be doing the same?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, we're in prison, right?
Yeah.
Of course. I'm a free-spirited person. I'm free, so sure.
Yeah. So there was actually something that was written here and I wanted to bring up, and that's why we were talking about this. Quote is, people are playing sides and those voted out are spinning stories. Alliances once are being shaken up. Our alliances are being shaken up. So it sounds to me like people are voted out are starting to turn the tables a little bit. They're actually maybe feeling a little more comfortable than you five are right now, and they're starting to sense that. Becca, is that a fair statement?
100%. Yeah, because they get to see all sides. Obviously, they get to, you know, watch the competitions from a little more unbiased point of view and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they have a really good vantage point right now. So, and they're going to watch exactly how, you know, they're trying to get involved in all conversations or overhear all conversations as much as we try to keep them a little bit more on the quiet side. But hey, they're playing a game, right? And if they come back in, they want to have all the ammunition that they can to not only get back in, but to win. So, makes sense.
Marty, are you at this point in time, how would I phrase this? Are you more concerned with how they might be portraying you or how you are portraying yourself to them?
Probably a bit of both. I mean, you have to play smart, right?
Yeah.
It's not always necessarily about playing the hardest, the fastest. You have to use your head a little bit. Figure out where everybody's end game is.
Yeah. All three of you actually, there are three people in the hole. You guys have voted out a lot of people. There are three of them that are out there. Out of the three, and I don't need names or anything like that, are there some out of the three playing a little bit harder, trying to mess with you a little bit more? Are they all doing it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some more than others.
I think it's hard because Dwayne just got voted out, so he hasn't really had a whole lot of time in the game. But even just the contrast between Serena and Brittany is staggering, and how they're playing it. So. Okay.
Well, like I said, 3 there, 5 here. Numbers are about to go 4 and 4. Let's find out who that is. Marty, you're up first. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Steven.
This was a tough one, but you know what? You're a strong player, and sometimes strong players can't always go on to the next round.
Next vote. Steven.
Dude, seriously. Oh, why did you use your immunity yesterday? The last tribal. We had a plan, so you know what? Bye.
Next vote. Cardell. Next vote. Next person sent to the hole. Steven. Steven, I'm sorry. Your tribe has spoken. You know where to go. This game has a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of things in play. Immunity idols are one of them. Knowing when to play it and when not to can make all the difference in the world. Think about that. Head back to camp. See y'all soon.
I'm gonna stay in the hole. I think I overplayed my hand last time, potentially getting Dwayne out. Also, some of the current exiles, I think, overheard some other people, and I was compared to the winner last year, which didn't help me because I think a lot of people, I had been pretty quiet around the camp, and then people became sus because I jumped about 2 groups, which was potentially fair to be sus about. And I think, all in all, that led to me living in the land of exiles.
With Steven voted out, Burnstick must now face their next immunity challenge versus Fallen Timber. But Jamie has a surprise up his sleeve.
So as you can see, there's 10 of you. A lot of people think this is a great time for the individual merge. I'm not that guy. Drop your buffs, we're gonna mix up things a little bit here. You can hold on to them actually for now though, in case you're on the same team. You're gonna each individually pick a rock out of here. If you're blue, you're gonna be a new Burnstick. If you're green, you're on Fallen Timber. Pretty straightforward. 5 rocks of each color in this bag. Let's go, that's first. Domingo, come pick her up. Just one. You got one in there? Okay, just keep it. Go back that way. Gotcha. Let's hold on to it. Make sure you have one in there. We're a little sticky.
Can we eat them?
Try it.
No, if you break a tooth.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's
No.
paint.
Okay,
Smell like paint.
you guys deserve
It smells wet paint.
So considerate.
Really? I have to go to you?
I know. I won't lie, Domingo, that does look bad right now. But
Oh, they are sticky.
don't open your hand yet.
Can I deliver it?
No.
I really like this going.
Super sticky. Yeah, these smell like cake.
Yeah.
I can smell that. That's awesome.
Wet. Try to dry stuff in rain is not the best. But yeah. All right, guys, I want everybody to put out their hand like this. Stand over on this side. If you're green, you're going over there.
I'm really sticky.
Marty. There is more to everything that's going on, but before we do that, we are actually going to have a challenge. So I will take immunity from you, Anna.
You don't have to.
Thank you. So immunity will be up for grabs. You guys are a new tribe. You played hard today with your current or your old people. Now you got to learn how to work together with new people. On my go, you'll have 5 people on each of those walking platforms there of your new tribe. You will walk together on the planks, holding the ropes. You will make it cross the line by that barrel where those tennis balls are. Once the entire boards are across the line, you'll get off. It's a 3-person slingshot where 2 people can retrieve balls. You can switch however you want, where you'll be shooting those targets. Once all 3 targets have been hit by the tennis balls, you'll get back on your wood planks. You will walk all the way across the line that's right there where they are now. Come off the planks, run to that table over there, lift up that tarp, and you will solve a 3D puzzle, which is a big cube. First person to get the cube built wins immunity. Does not need to go see me up in my office, and will be safe and be a part
of the final 9 for sure. Worth playing for?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you guys strategize. We'll get started. Drivers ready. Go. 3, 2, 1, left. Right.
That's right. Okay, we're going left here, right? 1, 2, 3, left.
Right.
1, 2, 3, right.
Right.
1, 2, 3, left.
1, 2, 3, right.
2, 3, right.
Right.
1, 2, 3, left.
1, 2, right.
We're down. I'm gonna get on my feet.
3 left.
I won't move.
Okay. I would not recommend that side in, but it's up to you.
Okay.
You ready? One. We're going to start with the right.
1, 2, 3, right.
1, right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, left.
2, 3, right.
Oh, should we take our feet out?
Feet out, yeah.
Okay, go.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're going to go left here.
right.
3, 2, 1, left.
3 left.
Left again. 3, 2, 1,
right.
left.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3
2,
left.
1, right.
1, 2, 3 right.
Not lift it. Okay.
We gotta lift with our arm here.
Yeah, and our
right.
1, 2, 3,
1,
right.
2, 3 left.
1, 2, 3,
1,
left.
2, 3 right.
1, 2, 3, right.
1, 2, 3 left.
3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. 3, 2, 1, left.
1, 2, 3
3, 2, 1, right.
1, 2, 3 right. 1, 2, 3
Right. 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. 3, 2, 1, left.
Almost there.
3, 2, 1 left. Not there. One more left. 1 left. 3, 2, 1 right. 3, 2, 1 left. 3, 2, 1 right. 1 left.
Go, hustle.
Both teams exactly even. Take away your last shot. There's one. Back to nails one. Take your time. Think about where you're doing. Go to the close. Okay, switching up.
Oh!
Sorry.
There we go, people. Come on, ball back. Yeah, good job.
Stay even again. Becca, so close, but can't get it. Oh, that's down. Becca's got her second. Almost got her third.
Come on, Jody.
Stay good. Come on. First stick.
Okay, guys, we need to lift our feet.
Yes. Lift on the
Long to go, so don't panic.
Okay, well, you want to start with the left again?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. 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 3, 2, 1, left. Left again. 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, left. 3, 2, 1, right. Good.
Set to go. Dead even out of all that. Almost been done in 1 minute and 1 hour. Keep going.
Okay. We need a side this one here. Yeah.
No, there's a hole here.
You're right. What if we did?
Flip it. Yeah, try flipping it like
that.
All together.
No, because that has double side. We need, like, the top one can only have, like, a flat line.
I think one of these is going to be the top corner.
Well, it can be, it's a cube, right? So it can go anywhere. So let's try. This is definitely a corner.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't say definitely though. No. Okay, so let's start. Let's just make a square.
I don't know if it should.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I like that
There you go.
What looks like?
Yeah. What's that?
You have a
What's that
T.
one?
You got it safe, Max. Just so I know the first person does it.
Shit.
No, because that's going. That's
You'll know.
I feel like this is small. Let's do the ones that have like the bubble first. What about this here?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, we still have to go one more high.
But this one's gonna.
So you can
No,
go.
we can't do this because this one's got to be 3 high.
No, but this can go lie down too, right?
Yeah.
This. Wait. Got it.
Done.
Yeah.
Better check over there first, but they're not done. They're not done. Yes! Community! Burn stick! Alright guys, great challenge. It actually looks like you guys picked the rocks almost as even as humanly possible because you literally were dead even on everything, including that puzzle. I did look, you guys were... Yeah, you were there. You were there. There's one key piece that you guys got right before you guys got it. It goes on the bottom. And then the second one, how you twist it in, that's the key piece. Great job by both of you, but this is coming over here. You five are definitely safe. You five are now coming to tribal council, but not yet. You guys are two tribes, but you now are going to be living in one camp. Everything you guys have will now go to the old fallen timber camp, where you guys will live together as two tribes, but only one of you is coming to tribal council, and that'll be you five when I signal you down. Grab your stuff, help each other move over there, and we'll have some conversations. And I'll talk to five of you very soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Back to camp.
The newly formed Burn Stick lose yet another immunity challenge to Fallen Timber. It's time for them to head straight into Tribal Council with limited time to chat. Who will they decide to remove from their tribe?
I should just put my name on here. On this
I was gonna say, Domingo, Becca, it's good to see you guys. Yeah, we've chatted a lot today.
Hey, go ahead.
But new Burn Stick. I mean, you guys look good. You look like a team, so that's good. What I want to talk about right now is more just the mental fatigue in this game. Nothing we do is random, making you carry stuff back and forth, switching tribes, confusing you with different items. It's all part of the mental stamina that one has to go through to survive this game. So Shane, I guess is your mind the same as when you came into this game?
I think you have to be. I was conscious of this, of this fatigue and so on and so forth before. So I think it's pretty close, but it definitely does take a toll, and you do notice. Especially thinking about gameplay.
Yeah.
It's taxing.
And is it tougher physical or mentally so far?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd have to say mentally you're on the go, like from every challenge, like going to the bathroom, getting water, like you're always on. So I'd definitely say.
Yeah. And Domingo, you no secret, 3 Fallen Timber, 2 the Burn Stick.
How exciting
3
is
rocks.
that?
It's part of the game. I mean, there's always. Here's the thing about numbers. I've always found that sticking to just numbers never really works out. Instead of thinking about a bigger and greater path.
Yeah.
So Domingo, I guess that's what I'm asking. So you see 3 and 2. Is your mind immediately, oh wow, we can't do anything about this, or you start playing the game even harder and making them realize how much you can bring to this game still?
Well, that's a good question. First and foremost, there's never really you can't in this game.
Mm-hmm.
This game changes into the last minute before you even get a hold of your torch,
Yep.
the symbolize of your fire. And it's no secret to everybody that I kind of dabble into, because I'm a free spirit, with the Survivor game, and no visuals, guys. But if your light's still on fire, you have a chance. It doesn't matter where that light goes. So you just gotta keep moving. And it's not about working harder. It's just playing smarter. And I came in here, Jamie,
Yep.
with a strategy of I'm gonna just totally be somebody who I wasn't. And I got here and I smell like this, I look like this, and you know what? That sheds an onion of your character, of my character only. I can speak for myself, but by the end of it, it's this is who I am. I'm always on, and win or lose, I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
I applaud you for that attitude. It's really good. Renita, when you went back to camp, you're living together as too, but so it's a conversation. Did you just fall immediately back to your old fallen timber, or did you 5 actually have conversations and discuss? You don't, again, like what the man said, you don't know what's going to happen next. So are you immediately joining with your new 5?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a part of the game, right? Yeah. You adapt to it, and we have some new tribe members, so we're gonna, reach out to them and talk to them for sure.
Yeah, Becca, what were the first questions asked 5-year round? Like, did idle conversation come up, or strategy going forward? Did anything come up?
More so just, hey, what are our strengths? What are our, obviously, like, is there somebody that's just dying to go home for a beer, right? It's, what are our, strategies? If, maybe these guys weren't all aligned before, we merged tribes. Maybe they're just all aligned now because they were in a tribe together. Just obviously just trying to, kind of tiptoe around the subject of, are we going home or, what's going on? But
yeah, did you, as the minority of your tribe from Brunswick, did you go and seek advice from anybody else from the other tribe, or are you playing this game now just with you 5?
I think I definitely asked a few people about, that were on their previous tribe about, their game style and that kind of stuff. But yeah, other than that, for the most part, we haven't really had a whole lot of time. We've just spent a lot of time with each other in the last few minutes. So yeah.
On the way here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Well, like I said, this game keeps on moving. It's never going to stop. And you might not know what's going to happen in the future, but we do know that one of you are going to be voted out right now. Let's find out who that is. Renia, you know. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Becca.
I heard you have an immunity idol. Let's see.
Next vote. Shane.
Well, my friend, you voted for me last time. I voted for you last time, so let's make it a second time.
Next vote. Renita. 1 vote Becca, 1 vote Shane, 1 vote Renita.
I'm playing for myself, Rena. No personal games, okay?
Next vote. Renita.
Really hope this doesn't bite me in the ass.
Next vote. Becca.
Girl, you are fierce. Hopefully that's what gets you out.
We have a tie. 2 votes Becca, 2 votes Renita, 1 vote Shane. Domingo, Anna, Shane, you guys will quickly go cast another vote for either Renita or Becca. Renita and Becca, you do not vote. No chatting. Shane, you can go first. I'll now read the tie-break votes. First vote. Becca.
You got outplayed.
Next vote. The next person sent to the hole. Becca. Stuffer. Becca? Yeah. The tribe has spoken. Head off to the voting booth. Interesting tribal council. As always, head back to camp. This night is only beginning. See you guys soon.
So rumor had it that I had an immunity idol, which I do. But we had specifically kind of had Serena kind of putting some misinformation out on the field. Unfortunately, we had all kind of agreed to vote out Renita, and then Jay and Brooke got a hold of Shane and Anna, to which obviously they panicked, voted for me instead. And obviously that is what it is. So hopefully I make it back in and use the immunity idol down the line, but if not, well, they're going to be wondering where the hell it is because I told them I didn't have it on the way out the door. So, woo!
After a tie and a revote, Becca is sent out of the tribe, and now both teams are summoned by Jamie for yet another surprise.
All right, guys. I will take that from you right there. Now, seems like a good time to have an individual merge. But we're missing your 10th member. Oh. Come on in, people. And remain in this game with you 9 and become my top 10 individual competitors. Yeah. You 9 get a break, can go stand and watch these guys compete.
Yeah.
So, good luck, guys.
Good luck.
All right, Becca, the newest member. You guys have had a long, tough day, but like I said, you have to sometimes struggle in order to make your way back. It's been tough, but one of you are about to go back into this game, but there's only a spot for one of you. So what we're going to be doing is 7 of you are all going to be behind your barrel. Underneath that little bowl, you will find a bunch of Lego pieces. In this tub right here, there is an actual design of Legos put together, pieces, how it's actually put together. You'll run back and forth, you'll try to piece it together, you'll just be looking, run back, do what you can. When you think you have it exactly the same as what's in this, you'll say check, I'll check. If you're right, you'll be the next member back in this game. I'll give you a minute to think, and then we'll get started. Okay? To get back into the game as one of my top 10. Let's go. Just take a look. Take as long as you want to look at it. Not correct.
Check.
No, still not correct. Nope. Nope.
Check next year, Jamie. Becca, re-enter the game.
I'm going to send you over there right now. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to you guys soon.
Good luck, good job. Good luck, guys.
The other 6 of you, this is officially where your game ends. But I want to applaud all of you guys under these conditions for staying in. You should be very proud of that. And no matter what, again, you all raised a lot of money for kids. So have some fun, relax for the next 24 hours, and watch these guys duke it out. It's quite entertaining. But again, applaud to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
ATN will show you guys to your rooms and your bags and all that stuff. All right, my top 10. I always love my top 10. So here's your new tribe. You guys are dog pound.
Dog pound.
Yeah. Your new buffs, nice new clean buffs.
Visuals. Jay.
Sorry, I've been stranded for so long.
Oh, wow.
My brain's going a little wild.
Thank you. Does this mean that we could actually get to eat something other than rice?
I don't think so. As of right now, I just want to say I applauded them for staying in the game. I applaud you guys for being top 10. It's not easy to get to this point. It's a very difficult journey to get to the individual. This is what most people strive for. But I'm telling you right now, if you think you've had it tough the last little bit physically and especially mentally, it's going to get worse. You guys got quite the next 24 hours ahead of you. I look forward to every minute of it, but for now, just head back to camp, celebrate a little bit. Your night is by far.
Okay.
We'll see you guys.
Right.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, dog pound.
Now that Becca is back in the game and both tribes are merging together, let's see how they are getting along back at camp.
Is there like someone who is like, oh, don't touch the fire because it's not done?
Nope.
No. Where's your line?
We can area.
So, are we 3 joining forces then?
Who else is there?
So if we can sway Anna, you can sway Anna.
I think could you talk to her, Jen? Yeah. Yeah, we can sway her. I can sway her dog.
Okay.
And then Becca. No.
We're gonna watch it with her.
But I mean, she'll ride it as long as we can with us.
Oh,
Oh, for sure, right? Yeah. But I think that might be easier than some of the others.
Exactly. Because I'm still good with Becca. I hope so.
So I think that would be.
We're the solid 4, right?
No, that would be looking like it would be.
Well, Cardell, you, me, and Becca, and then these guys. So then we have
And then
Anna,
6.
you.
Then we have 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Because that's where because now we're sitting. And then I'll talk to Shane because we're done flip-flop in between the two of us. So
Are you good with Shane? Do you trust him?
Well, yeah, I mean, we voted for each other.
But you've always been together.
Yeah,
That's great.
he told me, I tell him. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I did mention to him that it's like you just didn't have to ask me. You should have just
But I
asked me.
think, if you were to bust up anybody, and you bust up your strong couple, so if you bust up Jake and Brooke, that should be your first one.
Oh, that's absolutely.
Yeah.
If there's any truth to what he said.
Took out Jay. What Shane said?
Yeah.
Yeah. And take Jay out and Brooke out. Yeah.
Totally.
So we're watching that.
Are you not being?
And then that'll give us enough
Time
extra
to
time
figure everything else out.
That's right. To just watch for
Make
a
some
minute and just
relationships.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
For
get to
sure.
know each other for sure.
And then we can kind of have a relaxing next set.
Hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
30
We don't
minutes.
need to like kill ourselves.
Yeah, we
I
can
think
finally
there
get to like know everyone and just
Yeah.
chill
I
and.
think there was some rumors that she might have.
I don't think so. Because she would have played it last time.
And
She would have played it at the last vote.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
she had the opportunity the same as me at second round
That's
to play
right.
it.
And she did it.
And she didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either one of us could have played it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Okay.
Cool. So that's fun. That's fun. Yeah.
That works.
So at least we know there's two people out of
And
it.
that gives us extra time now.
Yeah.
To play.
And we don't. Yeah.
They're 200s. Do you
Hi,
want to
Superstar over here.
This is Trevor's.
Come on, Superstar.
It's going to still be an individual immunity challenge.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
And there's probably going to be a reward.
It's going to be a reward next, I guarantee it.
And then you're going to pick some people for your reward.
Probably.
Oh, that's definitely what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
That's definitely what's gonna happen.
I just want coffee.
I know. They're gonna make
Right?
everyone turn on everyone.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Well, it's been a slice.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice meeting you. And
Nothing personal. It's not
Absolutely.
personal. It's a
all
game,
good.
guys.
Absolutely.
We're all gonna
We'll
be
all
buds
get
after
together
this.
after.
So I said to Devon Travel Council, I was like, I don't fucking care.
Wow.
It's good.
Right? Yeah. Doesn't matter which way.
It's a game, right?
goes.
Hey,
totally
they had to make the best decision, and if I was in the same position, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think any of it's personal.
no.
No.
Our decisions were never personal.
Okay.
It might be a little personal.
A
Sorry.
bit.
Just slightly.
Sorry, bud.
Well, it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
It's going to be a cold night for us tonight.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like we're not
way
gonna
less-
sleep.
I'm sorry. This will be warm. It's already warmer.
There's also going to be
We're
a
not
ton of us
drenched.
under that tarp too.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the final 10 to take part in their first solo immunity challenge.
All right, Dog Pound. Again, good to see you. Top 10, always fun. What you're playing for now? The hole, no longer allowed. Government regulations, shut it down. Damn them. But, doesn't mean that it's not still as serious because you're still coming to see me. It's actually more serious because if you get voted out now, you are out of the game. So this is what you want. This is the only thing that's going to guarantee you moving on. What we're doing on this one is called pool ball balance. You'll stand on your platforms. That'll be drawn. You'll hold a tray. You'll place one pool ball to start. Don't let the pool ball fall. That's all you got to do. Can't put it on your wrist. You just stand there. After a certain amount of time, I'll add a second ball, add a third ball. Might make you do a little bit of different things. Last person to drop the pool ball is going to win immunity and guarantee themselves in the top 9. We'll draw for spots, then we'll get started. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Don't let it hit your stomach. Don't press it against your stomach. Down the ball. Three remain. Anna. Okay. Anna or Shane? Shane wins immunity. All right, guys. I'll give you, Shane, your immunity necklace. This keeps you safe. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Excellent focus on that. And a great job, Jay, too. I mean, you guys, it's literally nobody ever goes over 3, so that's why nobody had 4 balls there, but really good job. You guys got your rewards. You'll take those back. I will see you at Tribal Council at some point in time tonight still. You guys got a lot to talk about. We know Becca's safe. We know Shane's safe. Maybe somebody else is. We'll find out soon. Have a good evening.
Shane takes the first immunity challenge for the final 10. Now let's check on Dog Pound back at camp as the night grows darker.
Oh, maybe.
I'm confused.
I put that as the garbage
different
interviews are.
Okay, this is another carb. Okay, kosher.
Okay, you've been fasting all weekend.
Stop it. It's gonna be great. And I'm not having a cookie, so I can have a full glass.
Okay, so overall at camp right now, it's kind of sporadic. There's definitely the two old tribes that are definitely sticking together, and I think at some point we're all going to have to flip-flop on each other, but there's definitely some alliances that are very evident, and we're seeing some people talking about idols and whether they're there or not, and whether that happens or not, we don't know. So yeah, it's pretty tense, but I mean, people are in pretty good spirits, so we'll see what happens.
Big target on my back. My name's been thrown around a lot. I really screwed up. I should have just dropped that ball second in that challenge and not look strong. But I still have a close. I have Brooke and Natasha I'm working with.
I'm trying to work right now. We're just trying to peel out a few because right now we have 6 from our tribe, but Shane is a shady mother, and he is a wild card that has been talking to everyone. So right now, if Shane votes against, and I know he has an extra vote, he told us, from the $3,500 challenge. So there's 5 of us, and everyone thinks we're voting off Renita right now, but realistically, us 6 are gonna go for Marnie because she has immunity idol, I've heard. So if she thinks that everyone is voting for Renita, then hopefully she doesn't play it and she's out. And if she does, it is what it is. Not my problem. But yeah, I'm trying to break down the old tribe. So because Becca, Cardell, and the other one, they're a strong 3, and they're not. Marnie, they're not breaking each other. So we need to break that down fast, and hopefully I do that before I leave.
I made a cookie.
Thank you. Do you want to?
Oh my god, this is so good.
So obviously we want to vote for Anita first, right? That's our favorite.
I'll be the lookout.
Yeah. But we kind of want to break up.
First Renita, then Jake.
Okay. And then what did you say after?
And then TBD. And then we just decide. Then we just figure it out.
It's time for Dog Pound to face their first tribunal council. And with Shane safe from the immunity challenge and Becca safe from the battle back, which of the remaining 8 members will leave tonight and become the first member of the jury?
Well, welcome everybody to the first tribal council as individuals. 10 of you. That's a big tribal council. There should be a lots to say. And because of that, we call this Fish After Dark. So I drink my wine, and we're not leaving, since I have a whole bottle, till I hear the stuff that I want to hear. So we got time. So first off,
I like that glass pour.
First off, what I want to know is, Jay, when you got back to camp, individuals, what was the mood like? I talk about mood all the time. Like, what was the mood like? Was it, thank God we're made it this far, or now the game begins?
Well, yeah, I think at first it was like, congratulations everyone, we made top 10. I think that's a big step for us. But in the back of the mind, the game just like took another step up. Yeah, I think at first, but obviously right when we got back, people started splitting up, how it's going to be, and things were said and names were dropped.
Yeah. Let's go with Shane. He says that the game took another turn. You agree with that statement?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
It's a personal game now, right? There's still alliances and so on and so forth, and little pockets of people, but now you're actually looking at, I think, who you want to take to the end with you, and who you think you could maybe beat, right? It's kind of, it's up to game.
Yeah, Domingo, is that how you would look at it at this point in time?
Sure. I wasn't really listening, sorry.
He's focusing on the wine.
Yeah. Well, the question was, at this point in time, it becomes more of an individual game, and not so, and a lot goes into who you want to actually be with in the end, instead of, not you're always focusing on now, but you have a big focus on the end game.
Yeah. Well, we know that by the end of, top 2, top 3, there's a jury, so you have to also consider that. And it's this game is about common interest, right? Mm-hmm. So as long as you can pull common interests together, who gives a shit about emotions? I mean, sorry, like, who cares about emotions? At this point, it's yes, you're an individual game, but at the same time, if you're linking with someone that has a common interest the same as you, then go for it.
Yeah.
But just make sure that by the end of it, you're sitting here with your top 2, top 3 in mind, that the jury, by the end of the day, they're the ones that's going to declare the winner.
Becca, you're safe on this tribal council. You're not going anywhere. How many people here were originally fallen timber? 6. 4 burn stick. Do you think that still plays a part in this game?
A little bit. I also think that there might be some opportunities just for either our tribe or the other tribe coming together to maybe flip alliances. Maybe they're aligned with people that it doesn't make sense for them to be aligned with anymore, whether it be physically, mentally, just they find them annoying now. It's been 24 hours.
Can you elaborate on they find them annoying now?
I don't know. I mean, I find my voice annoying sometimes. I can imagine they will eventually as well.
Yeah. Renee, are people getting annoyed with each other? You get been in here a lot.
Oh,
it's not a lot of time, but it can feel like an eternity in these conditions.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being wet and hungry and
Yeah.
doesn't help. But people are getting annoyed with each other for sure.
Yeah. Do you think that's is there gameplay on that, or is that just the conditions?
Oh, it's gameplay.
Gameplay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dash, you agree with that?
I don't know. I didn't know I was annoying anyone, so maybe that's a bad sign.
We can take a vote.
Okay.
No? Are you sure?
I think we're probably getting tired and getting a little bit on edge, and the paranoia starts to set in when we come together, and now we have to trust new people or trust the people you thought you had. I don't know. I don't think it's a personal game.
Cardell, there's 10 people. This is not a vote with 5 people, and you need 2 other people on your side.
Right.
How does that go into your strategy going forward? You need a lot of people. Are you looking at it as I need to get one person at a time, or are groups going, you know what, we've been a group before, we should be a group now? Like, how is the game being played?
Oh, I wish you'd given me a different question.
You don't have to speak about yourself, but how about the entire group?
Yeah, I think honestly it's early stages right now. I think the morning we'll have had conversations and gotten to know each other a little bit better and maybe seen what the opportunities are, right? Right now I think it's still a little too soon, too fresh.
Okay. Marty, there's been a lot of, actually I'm telling you right now, there's been a lot of snitching about idols. People have been throwing names to me, they have an idol, this person has an idol, there's 18 idols, all this stuff. What's the conversation around idols at camp?
Yeah, there's, I think people still are concerned that I have an idol. I don't have an idol, by the way. And people are still looking for the idols. People think they have an idol. Maybe they don't have an idol. So, yeah, I think it's,
So you think people think you have an idol?
Yeah, I've been told that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anybody here anybody, who here thinks Marty's got an idol? Anybody want to say?
Oh, no.
Natasha thinks, Shane?
I've heard it,
but I don't think it.
Yeah?
Marnie was the first person at our camp to have the rumor about her that she had the idol.
Yes,
I started that rumor.
Okay, well, why did you start that rumor?
Well, it's not really a rumor because I saw what I saw, and then I don't know.
What'd you see?
She picking up something at a log.
Okay.
And then my question is, how did it even get to this part where everyone knows? Because I confronted her about it.
Yeah. Marty, would you like to respond at all?
Yep, I don't have one. I don't know what I was looking at. Probably something on your own.
Yeah.
I was incorrect because I do believe.
So you don't think she has one anymore?
Nope, not at all.
So you started the rumor. Every single person believes it. But you.
You win.
Well played.
Well, I guess so.
Brooke, there are things happening all the time. We went up to see you guys, and again, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this game. After we left, I heard a stitching thing that a lot of idol looking went after Blindside left up there. Is that a true statement?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like, I think that, for me at least, the paranoia has maybe kicked it into high gear a little bit. And just not knowing who has the idol or if somebody does have one made me want to, like, be really sure that it's not still out there.
and I do think that it has been found because I looked under like every log, and it's a big site. So yeah.
Jay, I'm hearing so much about idols. I've heard it the entire time, and honestly, an idol gets you through one vote. You have to play it at the right time. We've learned today that playing at the wrong time doesn't save you. It seems to me that a lot of people are just focused on winning this game by finding an idol. Is that a good strategy?
No, not at all. I think I can speak from most people, especially the ones searching for idols, like, you're not searching for the idol to win the game. You're searching for the idol because guaranteed everyone here gets backstabbed at least once. So you're finding the idol so when you get backstabbed, you don't lose the game.
Exactly. It's actually very well put. Shane, how would you know when to play the idol, though? That's what I guess I'm kind of getting at. I mean, yes, it would be played when you get backstabbed. How do you know when you're going to get backstabbed?
Well, that's the $1 million question, right? Like, you know, you definitely have to have your ears to the ground, and hopefully you have at least one person that is also worthy enough to let you know when your name's been floated around, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You know, whether that's still being backstabbed or not, but it's a game of chance when you own an idol, whether you play it or not.
All right, now we're getting somewhere, because I heard the word trust, and I like to get into trust. Natasha, can you trust, are people trusting each other on this tribe? Like in general, like your conversations, are people trusting each other on this tribe? You don't have to name names.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I think so.
Becca, are people trustworthy on your tribe? Do you trust these people?
Yeah, I think there's definitely there's the people that you know that are obviously going to play their game. Not necessarily that they're against you, but are playing their game, and whether they're holding the cards close to the chest. And there's going to be people that have your back until they stab it. Whatever.
And challenges obviously are now individual. Part of the game is you win a challenge, you get immunity. Is there a lot to people's ability? Like, do people talk about their ability in challenges? Does that come up in conversations that people have?
I think it's definitely come up in conversation, and I think a lot of times, some people are their own ability in some challenges, and not necessarily ones that are going to win or don't win. So I think it's just important to. People have definitely talked about it, and it was earlier in the game, I think, when we talked about challenges, but still coming back.
At this point, is mental? Is it better to? Are you more afraid of a mental competitor or a physical competitor? So I'm going to say, who would be more afraid of a mental competitor at this point in time? So basically everybody but Domingo and Marnie and Brooke, right? So you guys are more worried about the physical competitors. Sure. Yeah. It's interesting. Well, again, physical gets you a guaranteed safety. Mental, you have to talk your way maybe into things, and it's a different way of looking at the game, and that's what I'm getting at. But we're talking about trust, and do you guys trust what these people are saying right now? I don't know. Cardell, do you think that tomorrow in the morning that you'll wake up and see other people continuing to look for the idol?
Yeah. 100, because I will be there looking for an idol.
This is what's confused me a little bit here. You all think that somebody has the idol, but your eyes are all continuing to look for
Yeah,
it.
because there's no proof.
But it's like if you watch the movie later on and somebody found it after the game, I will be so mad.
Well, no, I think we'll maybe we're not going to dedicate the whole morning, but I think we'll dedicate some time.
As long as there is
For
a
sure.
chance.
Yeah.
Until
we know, until someone puts it out, then I think you will see us once in a while looking. For sure.
We need, how many alliances are formed in this? 10 of you. Like how many groups are there probably?
I'd say easy 3.
3? Tash, you agree with that?
No.
No? More? Less?
That's it. That's all I'm giving you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Jay, is there a bunch of alliances out of this 10? More, is there a bunch of people? Let me phrase it this way: are there a bunch of alliances that aren't actually going to hold up alliances that are over 3?
That wasn't the same question.
I know. No, I was moving on. Feel free to answer too. I got to still have a bottle here. I'm not going anywhere. So,
When it comes to alliances, I think Renita is pretty close with 3, but I think there's also a bunch of other alliances between. Like, I think there's 2 or 3 alliances that are like bigger, but I think there can even be 10 alliances. Like, a lot of people are playing their own game here too. Like, they're with themselves, that's it. But they're still part of another group or part of a couple groups. But I think deep down there's a lot of people, which you should be, but playing for yourself.
Yeah. Brooke, and I've asked this a few times now. Are there groups you see all the time, the same 3 people always walking? And no matter the situation, it's always those 3 going or those 2 going. Same people all the time. Do you still see that now that you're at 10?
Yeah, I think so. It's just it's also more fluid now. So you're seeing the same groups, but you're also seeing like branches of those groups talking to people that they've never spoken to before. So it's hard to tell where the lines are or if there are any lines because it just seems so fluid right now.
And Marty, it's hard to trust people in this game at this point.
Absolutely. Trust no one.
Trust no one. Does anybody here trust anybody? Like, and you just say yes or no. Like, is there people in this game that you trust?
To an extent.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah. And I'm not talking about trusting everybody. Does everybody here have one person that they 100% trust, no matter what?
Yeah.
Every single one of you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Everybody have 2 people they trust. It doesn't really matter how many people you actually trust. It actually, all that matters is what goes on that voting booth here. And it's about time that we find out where alliances are actually lying. Okay? You can vote first. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Renita.
Well, hopefully second time's a charm.
Second vote. Renita.
Nothing personal. Go home and get some sleep and get warm.
Next vote. Domingo.
Mingo, I'm voting for you because I've heard my name thrown out. I'm getting super sketched out. It feels like a safe way to have someone go home that is not me.
Next vote. Domingo. 2 votes Renita, 2 votes Domingo.
I'm gonna go home, but not quite yet.
Next vote. Domingo.
When it's your time, it's your time.
Next vote. Domingo.
Nothing personal, just doing what I was told.
Next vote. Renita.
Team vote.
Next vote. Renita. 4 votes Renita, 4 votes Domingo. Next vote. Domingo.
Sorry, bud.
Next vote. And first member of our jury. Domingo.
Okay. Great.
Come on.
Sure.
Fantastic.
Sure. I'm sorry if I was annoying. Actually, I'm not.
Mingo. Great game. Travis spoken.
What am I doing? Bye.
Well, guys, down to 9. You guys are doing well. You're fighting hard. Obviously, there is 2 main alliances right now. I've heard talk of many more. I hope to find out what that is. Your night is still young, but head back to camp, and I'll see you soon.
Still young.
Dog Pound was given their final immunity challenge of the night, where the contestants had to stand on a plank of wood and step off when they believe it had been 45 minutes. Stepping off after that time would result in an immediate elimination.
All right, blindfolds off. Everybody remaining is over. 4 people went out. Renita, Brooke, Shane, and Natasha. Shane and Natasha are definitely the closest. The closest person was only a minute and a half away. Unfortunately, that person was over. The winner, Shane. 41 minutes. Natasha, you were close. Yeah. It's over. Head back to camp. Shane, you got the idol. You're safe tomorrow. So even though you're done tonight, I'm sure you guys still have stuff to talk about. Head back to camp. I'll see you in the morning.